evening, everybody. It says we're live, so we're going to go with it. I don't have the fancy intro because I'm not paying what StreamYard wants me to pay every month just so I can play my fancy intro. So we'll give it a minute, wait for everybody to show up. Cold War Prepper and his panel still going on. I thought maybe they'd be done by now, but so we'll give everybody a few minutes. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Gigi's good to see you. Metal Spawn, always good to see you. Vanessa said she was first. That was like 2 hours ago, so I don't know if she's actually still here or not. But Ken Corso, good evening. Good to see you. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody's staying dry. We've had a lot of rain in the Ohio Valley. It's not raining right now, but it's supposed to start in about 2 hours and rain for days to come. Voodoo Queen, good to see you. Guys, go check out Voodoo Queen sometime when you get a chance. She has been on some of Prepper Now's prep chats. Oops, good to see you. And so, yeah, if you get a chance, go check him out. He didn't do one last week. I don't think. If he did, I missed it. So we'll just hang out here for a little bit and wait for everybody to show up. I pinned the... Did I pin it? Yep, I did. I pinned the link if anybody wants to come up and hang out and discuss whatever you want to discuss. Just called this Saturday Night Shenanigans because who knows what we'll get into. So I have not got enough stuff done this weekend because I've been working overtime an extra day. So that's really cut into my... Boy, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed those 3-day weekends until I took away. Watchman, good to see you. Did a major attack. I guess I could start putting him on that thing. There you go. After manufacturing other targets when considered an uptick. Yeah, that's not calming down over there. Yeah, I actually added that into my scale report that comes out tomorrow morning. It's not even quite downloaded yet. About the big old, that's 11, 7 plus earthquakes in the Ring of Fire so far this year. I think I'd be a little nervous if I lived in California right now. Not saying they're next, but the Ring of Fire has been very active so far this year. A lot more than normal. Spokane, they still having wildfires out there in Spokane too? I swear. Well, we can say one thing. 2026 hasn't been boring so far. That's for sure. So, there may be some shenanigans this week, as many of the motorcycle enthusiasts who were at Sturgis this past weekend are on their way to Dearborn, Michigan for Tuesday's city council meeting. That should be interesting. Interesting, Watchman. Well, I'm glad yours is okay. I mean, terrible for the other people, but so the local sheriff has told people to just behave themselves, and the local, oh, dog, good to see you. Local Muslim leaders have told their people to just stay indoors and not interact with the motorcycle enthusiasts. Something tells me I'll be really shocked if that actually goes down all nice and quiet, but who knows? Guess we'll see. Little shenanigans. Why did my chat just reset? That was weird. Voodoo Queen has 3 veteran friends that are going. It should be interesting. Hey, I don't blame them. I don't. I mean, you can call me an Islamophobe if you want, but these people don't like us, and they've done every country that they've ever went into. They have taken over. They don't go there to blend in. So, I mean, to me, it's not a religion. It's the Persian death cult, and I completely agree that we got to do something. So, I don't know if I'm in the minority or the majority, but hey, there's having fun in nature. How y'all doing? Having fun in nature is going to be on the 0 hour tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here on my channel. So come check it out. It's already scheduled. You can hit the notification thing so it'll give you a little heads up. But we're on at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So adjust accordingly. And should be a good show. Of course, we haven't had a bad show yet. So at least not in my opinion. They're all good shows. We have good chats. There's Brian. How you doing, Brian? Oh yeah, you guys are more than welcome. It's nice having new faces on. I really enjoy talking to people, and we get to talk back behind stage, and you know, uh, it's always a good deal. Like I really enjoy it. That's my favorite thing to do on YouTube is to hang out on 0 hour. I've actually destroyed all of. Hmm. Oh, Brian, I'm doing good. Just been busy. Just been working some overtime, so that's cutting into me getting everything else done, and so trying to catch up. And the weather hasn't helped. Try to get outside things done, and all it does is rain. Yeah, Watchmen, and that's what they've done in every country. They get themselves voted in, and then they multiply and take over small areas, and then they just take over the whole thing. If y'all go back and look at photographs of Iran in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it was basically, it was like Vegas with a beach. I mean, it was a tourist area. And yeah, try doing that now. Try to go hang out on the Iranian beach in a swimsuit, see what happens. Yeah, I don't. I Trump is not the same person he was the first time he was in office. I don't know what happened, but I'd say they got to him. Yeah, Brian, exactly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, it was like Vegas. Looked like Vegas with a beach. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, nobody watched that video. Well, that's not it. YouTube didn't show that video to anybody. It's not that nobody watched it, but yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, oops, you're right. Oh, what you know what? I'm used to that. YouTube does not like the prepping channels. They don't really like anybody that tells the truth, whether you're a prepper or most of the news channels just don't get. They're they're looking for entertainment. You want to show a half an hour cat video, they'll spread it to the world, you know. But they just don't like the truth. Hey, Vanessa, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, there's truth on YouTube. You just got to search for it because they're not going to show it to you. You got to go find it yourself. So yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see how that all the things in Dearborn. Oh, thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. How all that stuff in Dearborn goes down. Well, they're probably starting to show up now, I would think. So I'm kind of interested to see how that shakes out this week. Voodoo, I don't watch. I watch a couple other things. I like the Y Files. Y'all ever seen the Y Files? I like that channel. And I recently started watching My Lunch Break. Have you ever seen that? Boy, that guy will throw you down a rabbit hole. So I kind of like that channel. And then there's a couple of news channels that I watch. If something, I watch Agenda Free TV if something breaking's going on because he does live coverage. So I'll check him out if something's going on. Yeah, the Y Files is awesome. Oh, Vanessa Kitty sneak in here. Oh yeah, hey, there she is. How you doing, Vanessa Kitty? I didn't see you sneak in. Mm-hmm. Oh, Watchman, you're exactly right. That's kind of their headquarters. Indy, good to see you. How you doing? Y'all, if there's somebody in here who is not familiar with Independent Men United's channel, she has an awesome channel. Does a great live stream on Monday nights. They do half music, and then they do the other half as conversation. And I try to catch up as much as I can. Oh, I remember Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast AM. Yep. Art Bell. Yep. That's a great show. Is that still on? Oh, Indy, you're welcome. You got to do another one of them rabbit hole videos. I was loving them. Them were awesome. Indy did a couple like Rabbit Hole Wednesday videos, uh, like uh, open panel. They were really good. So, but I know how it is. Time constraints.
You see what Chewy was doing?
No, what'd Chewy do?
I don't know. He did the walk of shame on.
It's still on. They got George Norrie. I like George Norrie too. He does a good job. Oh, you got a bunch of them in the works. Okay, good. Because I really enjoyed them. So keep an eye out. Y'all go subscribe to Independent Men United. If Vanessa could drop a link, that'd be all. Oh wait, she already did. Never mind. Vanessa's ahead of me. And hit that little bell icon. So when she does a rabbit hole video, you can go check it out because they're pretty interesting. So, of course, we don't even call them conspiracy theories anymore. They're just spoiler alerts. Hey, Mad Shad, what's up? And Tactical Muffin Top, gentlemen, good to see you. Skull, got my coffee ready. Got the good old Amish coffee. Hey, KP, good to see you. So, like I said, I pinned a link to the live stream in the comments if anybody wants to come up and discuss whatever. So far, we were talking about the possible shenanigans that may be going on in Dearborn this week. Should be interesting. Whoops, I missed that comment. Maggie, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think I said hi to everybody. Somebody snuck in when I wasn't looking. Oh, there's Little Lone Prepper. And Okie. Okie, good to see you. It's connecting. There he is. Skull. How we doing,
Skull? What? Going on? Oh man, just enjoying the night. Skull. Here in Northeast Ohio.
Gonna get some rain.
Beautiful night.
Yeah.
Waiting on rain. Okay.
Yeah, later.
I don't know what I'm waiting on.
Yet.
I'm waiting on so many things. I don't know. So I guess rain will be one of them too.
Yeah. What else are we waiting on?
Me, I'm waiting on everything. I'm waiting on zombies. I'm waiting on aliens. Coffee. I wait on coffee. That's probably the worst thing. That's the one thing I hate waiting on is coffee. Why can't I just have instant coffee? But really good instant coffee. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I have some instant coffee that I drink once in a while when I don't want to make a whole pot. Like when I'm in a hurry, I'm like, I'm just making a cup for now. What's going on in Dearborn? Okay, well, a lot of the motorcycle enthusiasts that had their big gathering in Sturgis last week are on their way to Dearborn for the city council meeting that is supposed to take place on Tuesday. They want to go have a conversation with the Muslim residents of Dearborn. How's that for putting it mildly?
So the Sturgis people that go there every year on usually two wheels, right?
Yes.
Are going to ride through Dearborn, Michigan, and get a sandwich.
Yeah. Yep, just have a sandwich and maybe some coffee and hang out.
Coffee, yep.
Yeah, and hang out at the city council meeting on Tuesday. So that might be interesting.
Yeah, that should be a spicy dinner or spicy lunch.
Yeah, the police chief. Actually, I seen he did like a commercial. Telling everybody, just play nice. Like that's probably going to happen. And the Muslim leader of Dearborn come out and told all of his people to just stay inside, don't antagonize them. I don't know if that's going to work either.
Don't antagonize the most American of us.
Yeah.
The most defiant of us.
Yeah.
Loud noises and. What's up, Camel Carl? Vanessa? Right, Watchman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There'll be a lot of bacon themed vendors.
Yeah. I think they were going to have some BLTs while they were there, and just hang out.
Oh man,
have a little meet and greet.
Right. I mean, I'd get me a truck and put like a bunch of smokers in it, smoke some butts.
There you go.
On the way there. And just have that smell just, oh my God, wafting everywhere. Everybody just driving by on their bicycle, on their motorcycles, grabbing a handful of pork and eating it, Yeah.
Sounds pretty good. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how that shakes down. Caramel Carl's 35 minutes. May see you there. Okay, yeah. Caramel Carl needs to do like a live report from the motorcycle rally in Dearborn. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yep. Definitely something to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody's going to cover it live, like maybe Agenda Free TV or somebody will probably cover it.
Oh, I mean, check out who's at Sturgis. There's a lot of content creators that go to Sturgis. So yeah, just check them out. You know,
That's true.
that'd be cool.
That'll give me something to watch while I'm at work Tuesday night. I got busy and missed half of your live stream last night. I was there in the beginning, and then the one guy needed help, and I went to help him. And the next thing I know, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, "Well, what if they're still on?" And you were just getting off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was an interesting conversation.
You want one? Go ahead.
Yeah,
No, I don't need one. I know. Actually, I think I'm going to have to. Here, let's do this. I think I'm going to have to move a little bit. I'm kind of out underneath the porch, and I can feel a few raindrops.
really.
It's a little early. I didn't think it was supposed to rain till later, but so I got to scoot up under.
Let's tell you the truth. I got to go check on my bonsai.
On time?
I repotted it, and I want to put it reposition it out on the balcony where it gets some rain. You know.
Oh, I should get some rain this weekend. You're supposed to have a bunch again.
I was shooting it. I put a lot of different things in there, like some fish poop, and repotted it and watered it, and figured I would let it just kind of rest, not get full sun. But I think it's time to get full rain though. Oh.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a bunch of rain. It's like I said, it's starting to sprinkle. So I had to move up underneath so I wasn't out in the rain. There, that's better.
Is it raining?
It was starting to sprinkle, yeah.
You need a towel or blanket?
No, I'm okay. I'm up. I moved up under the roof now. I ain't gonna melt. I gotta reposition stuff here. I didn't think it was going to rain until about midnight or so. I wasn't too worried about it. There, that's better. Okay. Now I think we're all good. I can figure out what I did with the extra. There it is. All right.
You want a towel for her?
No, it's not wet. Not yet. Did she come out? Hi, Reba. God forbid I go out on the back porch without them. It drives them insane. Can't handle it. They're just like, oh no, what's going on? Hey, JD, what's happening? Anybody who snuck in while I was repositioning.
I guess that's what I'm doing too, repositioning.
Oh, we got some people in Dearborn. Okay. Cam Higbee and James O'Keefe, Assistant Justice League, will be there in Dearborn reporting. Okay, awesome. I don't know. Remind me of that on Tuesday because I'm not going to remember by then. Hey, Chris, Texas Raider, good to see you. Yeah, I had to just get up under the roof. I was way out. And I wasn't too worried about it because, like I said, I just looked at the radar and it said, oh, it ain't going to rain until about midnight. And I said, all right, well, that's fine. Yeah, same thing here. Voodoo. I was just talking to Mrs. OBP about that. And I said, last year I don't think I mowed after about beginning of June because everything was brown and crunchy by then. But this year we've got quite a bit of rain. My grass is growing like mad. What? I know it's killing you guys, ain't it? I was outside without you. That's the end of the world. You better not knock my coffee up. I mean, you go rounds. I'll put it over here. All right. That's better. Okay. So, yeah, I'm quite interested to see how all that goes on Tuesday.
Yeah, that ought to be very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Chris said hi to Reba. Reba, you want to say hi? You say hi.
What's up, Reba?
Are you coming? They can't see you. Here, what if I do that?
The sweetest girl
There, how's that?
on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, better.
Yeah, what's up, buddy? What's up, baby?
She says, I'm just going to sit in this
What's up,
chair and
girl?
probably go to sleep. She has to have her own chair.
Right on.
That's what I said. I'm the
Good seeing
third most popular person on my channel here. So,
She definitely
Reba-
has
Reba
a
wins,
lot
and
of
then
a lot of cuteness.
yeah. And then the skeleton, I think, is second. And I'm just, I just do what's left, I guess.
Yeah, Skelly.
Yeah.
Skelly.
I just got done downloading Skelly's report for tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting on videos to drop today.
I try to do
Yeah, I
it
like the Skelly report.
I try to do it Saturday
Huh?
evening so it's as up to date as possible,
Mhm.
Yeah, it's downloaded.
Right.
All right. It's all ready to go. All right.
Right on. I got to get my Skelly report. The Doom,
actually
the Chief Doom journalist, right?
Yes, Chief Doom reporter. I actually enjoy doing Skelly. Michael Wolf, good to see you. Like I said, I might have missed a few people that snuck in while I was. Hey, Bonesy.
Yeah, Bonesy likes the Skelly report.
Oh,
Hi, what's up, OPP? What's up, chat? Yeah, I like Scully report. Yeah, he's really good at the Doom reportings. And I like to get my Doom from Skelly. And I always want to know what's he drinking in the cup. What the cup says, and it's funny how the words on the cups, they just kind of change sometimes. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Scully got some quick hands, I say.
Yeah. Well, let's get a refill. They just bring him a new cup. So.
I wish somebody would bring me a new cup. I don't get any coffees.
Nomad.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, Nomad Outpost. It must be fun living on a record player. I know, a little flat off the joke there for you. Okay, I got the run. I'm gonna look for me a cup. I want a cup of coffee or something, but Matt Shads, he don't need he don't have the little cups that fits me. So I gotta go find a symbol or something. Fill it up with a little bit of coffees. I'll be back. Y'all have fun. Bye.
Chance, good to see you. Yeah.
What's up, Chance?
Skelly and Bonesy's gonna have to do a live stream together sometime, like on Halloween or something.
Hey, that'd be great. I don't know. Watching making sure that Bonesy is on his best behavior is very hard. And it's
Skelly's maybe a little sarcastic at times, but
Yeah, but I like that. It's smart. It's smart, intellectual sarcasm.
yeah. So I got
That's right.
Skelly out of
That's right.
the Honda today because we were going to take some of the kids in places. So he was in the Honda. So I brought him in and I set him on the chair in there, and my black cat was petrified of him. She just stood there, her tail was like this big around, and she was. She just kept looking. I said, "He's going to get you, Bubbles." Signal 66. Signal 66. I do not know who you are.
So like Order
On
66?
the live stream. I don't know.
No,
Might
be
be,
careful,
but-
man. Don't let people have. Yeah, don't let anybody up that you don't know, man.
No, I
go
don't.
in the live stream. Yeah,
No, I don't.
I've made the mistake a few times.
Yeah, and I have no
Never
idea
did.
who that is. Are you going to hang out back here? Well, you can just stay back here.
Shed the Colombian decaffeinated crystals. That sounds horrible,
No.
Watchman. I don't think I'd be drinking that.
Signal 66, I don't know who you are, and we only let people up that we know. So if you want to hang out in the chat, for a while, maybe down the road sometime, we'll change our mind. So once we get to know you a little bit.
So,
Hey, homesteading DIY, what's happening? Good to see you, girl.
James Kim.
I don't know. I actually don't know that story. So
I mean, why does James have a last name like Kim?
good question. Try the magic word. CNET James Kim. Yeah, still don't know.
Oregon Wilderness. Oh, is that the guy that started the fires? CNET James Kim? I don't know who that is.
Oh, it might be.
Yeah.
It might be, but still, no offense, or Signal 66. But like I said, we only let people up that we're familiar with. So nothing personal. There's a whole special about it. Okay, we'll have to check that out sometime.
CNN, the James Kim. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Sounds weird.
And I pay attention to that stuff. And
I mean, I hear of everything. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me too. Between my Telegram channels that send me 8 million things a day and just what I hear from everybody else.
Yeah, you're right. To tell you the truth, I don't watch a lot of CNN or any other Vanessa. Vanessa. We don't watch it. Any other stuff.
No, the closest thing to a news channel I watch is Agenda Free News.
Oh, I see. Watching. Okay.
Here on YouTube. Brian, we usually just go off of questions from the chat, so it's hard to tell what we're talking about. But if there's something specific you want to talk about, we can talk about that too. So 0 hours, kind of like that. We never know what we're going to get into.
Hey, it sounds a lot like Lackluster Fridays. Yeah. So, Rabbit Skulls.
Hey, Rabbit, good to see you. Yeah. I don't. Like I said, the closest thing to news I watch is Agenda Free TV on YouTube.
I get them from time to time. I see what I like to do is if I hear something. What's up, GG's garden? Is that I'll look at all of them, right? Just a whole bunch of different stories on it, and base my own opinion. Because you're going to get bias,
right,
in every story. You're going to get biased. You're going to get you might get lies, right? Commentary. So just effects, please.
Joe 3, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in.
Yeah, Scully is definitely definitely get your news from Scully. He puts it in perspective.
Yeah, like I said, even the only time I watch Agenda Free TV is he covers things live. If there's something actually going on, he'll pop on and I'll be like, okay, well, let's see what's going on,
Yep, I'll catch him from time to time because Agenda Free, like he'll play, he does the monitoring, the police channels and all that stuff, plays things back, and
you definitely get the idea. At first you don't know what's going on. Neither does he. That's the beauty
Right.
of it. He don't know he don't know what's going on, and so he's reporting on in real time, right? And we're all getting a picture and an idea of what's going on. And so by the end of the live stream, you're like, yeah, I get it. Okay, cool.
Brian, we haven't had cable TV and I couldn't even tell you how long. Probably been at least 10 years. We've got one cheapo streaming service just so we can watch something every now and then. And we may have a jailbroken Fire Stick, allegedly. Well, yeah, I was going to say, you can't believe everything you see on YouTube or TV or anything for that matter. Just like that whole "we're all supposed to float away" last Wednesday. That all started on TikTok.
I mean, just as a cautionary measure, I handcuffed myself to a tree, and but I forgot the key, so I was hanging out, waiting.
You should have took a picture of that. I was actually waiting to see somebody tied to a tree or something that day. I probably would have crashed the car laughing, but thanks for stopping by.
I think I was. Yeah, I think I was working at the time, driving, and I wish I could have floated for 7 seconds over some of these people that were slow in traffic, but
Well, my work shift, so I was asleep. I woke up and went, well, we didn't float away. So, because it was supposed to be like 9:30.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't get up.
Yeah, so you hid under the pillow. You hid under the blankets, and you had Reba to tie you down. I'm sure.
If I floated up any, I would have just landed on a nice soft bed when it was over. So.
Yep. Yeah, I thought about that. If I was going to be sleeping, I'd just put some pillows on the ceiling.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, I'm just AI, Chance. I did not get to watch Cold War Preppers little panel we just had a little bit ago. I know Chance was on there, but I put it on my watch later thing, so it'd be something I'll listen to when I work this week. Joe 3, thanks. We appreciate it. We are just preppers who get together and talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. So who knows? Like the fake we're all going to float away and Ukrainian drone struck in the Moscow region of Koladino. Don't know where that's at, but that's interesting.
Oh, that's right next to Kavaravia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chance, I'll listen to that. Probably Monday.
That's home camping. What kind of camping is that? Home camping.
Or it costs you $50.
Oh yeah, Voodoo Queen. You like the audiobooks? Or you keep working around the house? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, putting other beers.
That's the same thing with a lot of the YouTube videos. I watch things where they're, just like this, where they're sitting talking. You don't really have to watch. You can listen. And I just stick my headphones on while I'm at work and listen.
That's what I've done with the Zoo Report. It's basically just something you can listen to. I mean, you could stare at my sunroof if you want to, I guess, but that's the only video you're going to get.
Yeah, you might see a bird or something. Who knows? Airplane.
Right. Some trees. Your eyes flip like you can go anywhere without Nico Wolf. Yeah.
Reba has assumed the position.
Rob Albanian.
This is what she does when I'm out. She gets in the other chair and goes to sleep.
Oh. She just wants to hang out with you, be close to you.
Oh yeah, she wouldn't go in the house. If I open the door and told her to go in, she'd be like, "No, I'm good."
She has to be there to protect you, right?
Well, I don't know what protection she would be, but I enjoy her company. So, what do you want? You, on the other hand, I don't know about a big goofy dog. I don't want a big goofy dog. No, we don't need a big goofy dog. No, we don't need a big goofy dog. No, you're not supposed to be big. I don't know how you got it. You were supposed to be little like your mom. Oh, you're lucky I got the lid on my coffee, Chew. You'd be in big trouble. All right.
Oh, there it is.
So, what else should we talk about? We kind of covered the Dearborn thing that we're all just kind of waiting to see how that pans out.
I don't know. I mean, I could talk about just about anything. So, I say leave it up to chat, but they're having their own little conversation down there. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Dogs.
Yeah. If you need a guard dog, I do not suggest getting a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. They are sweet, but she ain't guarding nothing. So.
Well, she distracts them with her cuteness.
That's your best chance. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's all the time you need.
Well,
right?
yeah. The other one, at least he'll bark and let us know if somebody's coming or something. I mean, he's about as harmless as she is, but at least he will warn us ahead of time. She don't even do that. She's just like, whatever.
Right? She's like, yeah, let them come in. They'll pet me.
Yeah, maybe they'll pet me. They'll give me a biscuit,
They got a treat.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She says, I'm just going to lay here and wait because I know when this is over that we'll get to go for a WALK. I can't say
Voodoo
that.
Queen, you're going to love it. And Voodoo Queen, check out Chance's books. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Voodoo Queen, you like the audio books, you're going to love Chance. Yeah, he does these live streams where he talks and you're going to listen. That's the rules. Yeah, get the bunker codes, bunker basics. Yeah, I seen that Texas Raider. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tyson Foods shut down beef production. Like it said, walked in and said, "Everybody go home."
Yeah.
Bye.
I did see.
You're
that
all done.
actually. That was in.
We quit.
Was it Iowa? Where was that?
I think it was in Illinois. And Utah and Nebraska. They did it in Illinois too.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to water and you're going to listen, right, Chance? Yeah, you didn't know that, Camel Carl? Yeah. Yep. And it's mostly audio. Everybody's. What's up, L Dog? Yeah.
Michael, well, that's about the same as this one here. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they didn't get any warning or anything. Well, that's another reason to prep. I mean,
Right, me too.
I heard they were still going to pay them for, I think, 2 months, was it? But they were done today or yesterday or whatever it was.
I mean, that's cool. They get a severance pay. At least they get their paycheck, their next paycheck.
or next two paychecks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they usually hold a paycheck anyway, right? So
Yeah,
they all
some places do. Yeah,
man, I mean, can you imagine? Like that was your exit strategy. You had already spent 15 years in a plant.
yep.
You know, you had all those days saved up, all that PTO, all that 401k, right? And then they're just like, and you were going to retire on it. You know, they just walked in and said, "Bye."
You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, closing time.
So hey, we talk about prepping. That's another reason to prep. How secure is your job nowadays? I don't know if any job's real secure. Some more than others, but
I'm lucky. I have a very my job is actually like the canary in the mine. If I get fired, it's bad.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the delivery business. So yeah, if we get fired, it's bad. It's very bad.
Okay. Had a husky running loose. Oh, I tell you what, huskies like to run. My kids have one, and yeah,
They're escape artists. Yeah,
they had
they
a
are.
hard time teaching them to stay in the yard because they would just go 100 miles an hour.
Yep, and you'll find them on the side of the freeway, just hanging out. You know, what y'all doing?
Yeah. Fish sticks, good to see you.
What's up, fish sticks? And
Yeah, Gigi, that's a good question. I'm not really sure.
well, I mean, what I deliver is essential for basically for life as we know it. So if my delivery business shuts down, yeah. If I ever say I've been laid off or fired, stand by. It's gonna happen. Ship is about to hit the fan, right? You know.
Well, my job's going to end up being AI eventually.
I'd love
Might
to see
be.
some. I already have AI in mind. We got this I call it Martha. It's an AI driving for the fleet. It
Oh,
monitors and corrects everything. It sends reports, gets you in trouble all the time. Can't run a red light, can't speed. Yeah, you can't do the one finger salute. I'm trying to keep it PG on your channel, but you can't do any of that. You can't hit nobody unless you're trying to get out of there. Yeah, they monitor everything and they send back reports, and you get a score. You get a score of how good you did or how bad you did.
I'd probably, I'd drive like an old man, but I'd be mad at that thing watching me. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. And I called it too. I was like, yeah, and this was like 2 years ago, I think. I was like, yeah, this is going to be in everybody's car, mandatory. Yeah, that's what they want. They want that system. They want that. They already have it set up. The new cars, the new vehicles. There's biometrics. There's a story of a guy. I don't know specifics, but I know the story, the context. He worked an 18-hour shift. Like he did another shift at work, and he pulled into he finally crawled into his vehicle, dirty and disgusting and absolutely fucking just exhausted. Right, the truck wouldn't start. It thought it was drunk.
yeah,
He thought the truck thought he was drunk. He's like, I just want to go home, take a shower,
I watched that.
get something to eat, take a
I
nap.
watched a TikTok video. They were demonstrating some of the new vehicles that come out, the 2027s that are coming out now, that have all this stuff in it. And the car salesman was a lady. She was like 5'1", and it wouldn't let her drive. It kept telling her you have to lift the seat up farther so I can see your whole face, the camera. And she was saying if I lift the seat up any farther, I can't reach the pedals. Yeah, and she was like my age, so she'd been driving for like 30 years. It's not like she just learned how to
Right.
drive.
An expert driver.
Yeah, and it wouldn't let her go. It wouldn't let her do it. It said, nope, sorry. She's like, well, I guess I can't buy a new car because I can't drive it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Have fun in nature. Be advised, my name is Mad Shad. I do have a channel. It is just the rantings and ravings of a madman. Don't subscribe. I mean, all are welcome if they're brave enough. So,
Really, you guys don't know who Mad Chad is? Come on, man.
I mean,
everybody,
this is.
I thought everybody knew who Mad Chad was. Mad Chad usually does a live stream on Friday nights that can last 4 hours, 10 hours, who knows?
Yeah.
I remember you fell
I
asleep
think
one
it
day.
ended at 2:00. Yep. I did a sleep stream. Yeah,
I
tired.
actually went to bed. I had actually went to bed early that night, right about an hour after you guys started. I woke up in the morning and was looking at YouTube and went, they're still on. And I clicked it on and you were
Yeah.
It was like 20 people in the chat just going to town, you know.
Yep. Yeah, we have fun. We have epic discussions. I mean, we talk about everything from bodily functions to economics to zombies to prepping to war to shenanigans. It's very adult. Okay, it's very adult content. Be advised, no children are welcome. But hey, I mean, it's
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
we have fun, and we have fun. We have discussions, and we do get a little passionate sometimes. Yeah.
KP Eaton said you got to bring back trial by axe.
Yeah, I will. One of these days, I do have it. It's sitting right here. I just need to put it up on the wall, and
Really fun.
I don't know. There's like a mental block, man. To tell you the truth. Your bodily functions.
Well, and you can't let Karen get behind you. If you're a man, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
That was a few weeks ago. Do I have any moderators in here? I can drop the link. Hang on. Give me a second here.
I'm a moderator. Yeah. Yeah, Maggie, you off the rails. Just listen in the background laughing. Take care, Watchman. GG's Gardens. One axe, one kill. That's right. Camel Carl is in the Hall of Fame as literally the one shot, one kill wonder. There's a few of it too. There was a few one hit, one kill wonders.
Okay, I got it. Hang on. I'm going to put Mad Chad's link in the chat.
Yeah, I used to be known for. I'm famous for Trial by Axe. It was a interactive game that everybody could play. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Have fun. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm sorry. Right now, I am very subdued because this is my friend OVP, and I don't want to offend anybody's sensibilities, which is exactly what I'm good at.
I'm not bad at it myself. I try to not do it, but you know it doesn't always work.
Just there's okay, I got it. It's got to come out.
The problem is the older I get, the less my filter works. So. Yes, and I do attract a lot of people that that kind of do the same thing. They're like, just let it fly. We have some spirited discussions. Brian,
it's fun.
Brian, if you don't sleep on Friday nights, then go check out Mad Chat. Well, actually, they're out in like Utah, so they're a couple hours behind us. It wouldn't be quite as late for them, but
they don't have real time. Yeah, we talk a lot of smack too. We make fun of everyone.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to make fun of you. Have fun. I just checked out a channel. I'll probably check it out. Have fun in nature.
Yeah, they're going to be.
I love nature myself.
They're going to be on the 0 hour tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
I see. Not going to offend us. I promise we behave on YouTube. Okay. Oh yeah, Sunday reflections. I just might. I kind of use my Zoot report as kind of my Sunday reflections. I don't know. Wow, I'm checking out Have Fun in Nature's channel right now. Y'all are legit. Oh my god. Wow. That's
And the creek still flows. You got to watch the creek still flows.
yeah. I'm waiting on the creek still flows to load up right now.
Okay.
And then I've got one more Zoo report to drop from Friday. Yeah, right, Maggie. Maggie says she's an introvert, but she lets it fly when she gets in the chat. And chat's where it's at. I mean, chat's what inspires me, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, 1966 Ford F-250 vintage. What? Oh man, that would be cool though. I do love Utah. Have I been through Utah? No. Yes, I've been through Utah. I like the rocks, man. I do like the rocks.
So if
Yeah,
you like,
just make sure that there's no kids around when you check it out. Put your headphones in.
it's definitely adult entertainment. How's that? Yeah.
But it's real. It's real. I mean, we have fun. We have fun. It's entertaining. It's philosophical. It's technical. I mean, you guys are smart.
I jump on and hang out on the panel when I'm not at work because I don't work every Friday. Although lately I think I've worked 4 or 5 in a row now. So
Ooh, food forest. I've always wanted to do a food forest.
so I haven't had a chance here lately. But hey, the money's nice when you work an extra day. So
Yeah, right.
just cuts into my getting stuff done at home time. So I'm a little behind. I need to do some tree trimming and some things. Unfortunately, winter's going to be sneaking up on us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chance
Yeah,
I need it.
yeah.
I keep looking. I do keep my eye open on the job openings.
Homestead and gardening well parks.
Yeah, they got a good channel. They just hit 1,000
looks like it.
subscribers a couple of weeks ago, I think
Yep,
it was.
1.17. 1.17 thousand 391 videos. Those are rookie numbers. Y'all need to get those up.
Now that they changed everything, I see they changed the, starting I think it goes into effect February 1st. You have to have 8,000 watch hours. I'm like, my goodness.
What? Really?
Yeah, they changed it. Now, anybody who hits their threshold, the old before then is grandfathered in, but I don't know for how long. I'm sure it's not going to be infinite. But if you hit your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours before February 1st, you're grandfathered for at least a period.
Oh, you're talking about like
time.
to get monetized, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where am I at? I'm in Ohio. So's Matt.
That's right. I'm in Northeast Ohio.
Up on the Erie coast.
He's down south. That's right. Greetings from the Erie coast. Next couple of weeks. All right. Good to hear.
Yep. You just got to get it done by February 1st. So you got some time. That's what, 5 months, 6 months. Oh, hour. Where am I at hour-wise? Oh, you know what? I have no idea. I think I'm at like 3,400 or something like that. So I got some time before February 1st. So we'll get there.
Well, I shared. I always share. I always pre-share before I go into a live stream. Always.
Oh, okay.
Anytime I go. Yeah, Kevin Carl, I got 295,000 watch hours. Is that good?
Yeah, that'd probably about cover it.
That should do it, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Brian Briffany. What?
Yeah.
Is this
Somehow
one person or two people?
It's Brian and Tiffany. But for some reason, they ended up being Briffany. Don't ask me how. I'd have to
If
explain
that's
that.
the same picture as Have Fun in Nature, are they the same people?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They are the same people. So one is Brian and one is Briffany. Okay.
But one's Brian, one's Tiffany. If you put them together, they're Briffany. I guess.
Oh, so yeah, we got the Briffany alliance going on here. I see.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been Torian.
Could have been.
Torian and Briffany.
Could have been. Yeah.
Inside YouTube joke. Right on. I have fun in nature. I'm Tiffany. Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Brian. Nice to meet you, Tiffany. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm going to sub your channel.
Yeah, like I said, they will be on 0 hour tomorrow night.
Subscribe. Boom. Subbed up. Everybody sub up. Have fun in nature. I'm checking out their content right now. Got food forest going on. They got all kinds of stuff, man. Pretty cool. You say you're getting lands.
Yeah, Carl, none of us really do this for money because there's, unless you're going to end up being a mega channel, you're not really going to make a whole lot. But hey, go if y'all get a chance, go check out Camo Carl's truck. That thing's awesome.
Yes.
Did you get the stereo
installed? And he's a master seamster. Not a seamstress, a seamster.
Nope. Signal.
Oh, you're
popping back in here. Man, we still don't know you. I mean, thanks for stopping by, but
hey, James Kim guy.
Yeah.
Okay, now they're just having fun with us. Now they're saying I'm Briffany, not Brian now. See, they're playing with us. But yeah, spread love. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, check out their content. I got some cool stuff here.
Yeah,
I see food board. I see food board sandwiches.
They raised that to 8,000 hours. 4,000 hours is pretty tough to begin with. But good Lord.
They got a cute puppy. They got a pug. And cats. So, yeah.
Like I said, my cat was scared to death of Skelly today.
Oh, I see chickens.
But they might as well change the subs requirement too, because if you get 8,000 watch hours, you're going to have far more than 1,000 subs.
Yeah, right. I mean,
you're probably going to have you're probably going to have around by then. I'm guessing 2,500 ish. Just guessing.
Really, chat? You don't have it? Wait a minute. Do I have? I don't know. How many watch hours do I need?
Right now, you only need 4,000.
That's only? That's a good question.
Yeah, right. Only.
I mean, I got thousands of videos, so,
Yeah, but it's in a rolling 12-month period.
What does that mean?
That means, like, if you got 10 watch hours, what is today? Today's August 15th. Let's say you got 10 watch hours on August 15th last year. Today they fall off.
Oh.
So.
Oh, thank you. 4K for ad revenue. Oh, the AdSense, AdSense. I've yet to figure that out.
Yeah, like I can do subscriptions and gifts and things like that. That you only need 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, I
started out. I did some. I did the monetization, and then I started doing that. Matter of fact, Vanessa was my first membership, and then
I believe
started doing all that. They started giving. I got $178 in the YouTube bank, and then they just stopped. They stopped. Yeah. They said I needed to
give them more information. I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, I didn't do all that other stuff yet either. One of these days.
And I did, but I did though. I did it. I did everything I was supposed to. And I'm sitting there waiting on mail from them, like a confirmation letter. They send you a letter to your address, and you give them back that code.
Oh yeah, I did that.
And
I did do that.
I haven't got to that point yet. There's some kind of roadblock that they won't tell me that's wrong. So I'm
I think the only thing I didn't do is my bank information yet, but I kind of want to go open a different account for that, and I haven't got around to that yet.
So it asked me for a website, and that's one of the things is I put, what website do I give them?
I don't know. Oh, I think that's just your channel name, as far as I know.
I tried that.
I don't know.
I tried that. It didn't work. I don't know. I have questions.
I have to talk to somebody that actually knows how to do all that, like Trent or Hudson Valley or somebody.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's beyond my limited technical knowledge.
Yeah, I just at the point now where I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's not like anybody's getting rich off anything. So
yeah, I mean, I went years without being monetized,
right.
And I just got talked into it.
And now that they're going to change it, it's going to be. I know they said your grandfather, and they didn't give a time limit, but I'm sure it's not going to be forever.
I see chance.
I'm sure at some point in time they're going to come out and say, okay, now everybody has to have 8,000 watch hours regardless.
Well, we better get to stepping then.
I'm like, my God, I'm going to have
very prolific.
48-hour live stream twice a week or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you do a 48-hour live stream and you get 10 people, that's 48,000 watch hours. Well, if you get 48 people, yeah, if you get 48 people, that's 480 watch hours for 1 hour. So there you go.
48.
Do your math.
If you did a 48-hour live stream with 10 people, you get 480 watch hours.
Right.
If you did that twice a week, it'd only take you about 10 weeks.
There you go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is great chance. I love panels though. I mean,
yeah,
you get to talk in real time.
Nobody wants to get on here and just hear me ramble for however long it is. Plus, I enjoy talking. You did
Camel Crow did a 40-hour.
Wow, that's impressive.
I think the longest I've done is like maybe 12 hours.
I don't think I've ever made it past like 3.5. But I always did think, if we had a good cause come up and we were going to do a fundraiser, that maybe we do like some kind of 24-hour live stream or something to fundraise for something if something ever came up. Actually, I had a thing in mind that I thought about. We should do something like that to raise funds for the things we talked about at the campfire thing at Bug Out Weekend. That's probably as much as I can say. But
okay.
But that still hasn't came to fruition yet. So, as far as I know, anyway.
So refresh my memory.
Well, we weren't supposed to tell anybody.
Oh, okay. I probably already had some.
Right, I can send you a text. Hang on. I can do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to send me a text.
Yeah, I got too many people. Oh, now I don't remember what it was called. Hang on. I think that's what it was called.
Here we go. I'm back.
There. Okay. I think that's what it was called, if I remember right. It's so long now. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Am I here? Am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I thought-
well, I mean, he's already talked about it. He's already
has
talked
he?
about it too.
Oh, I must
Yeah.
have missed it. But I thought if that ever came to pass, maybe we do some kind of fundraiser for it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to talk to him about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I do this? Let's see. I'm running out of power. Need more power. Need more power. Always need more power. Yeah.
Speaking of that,
What's up, Eric?
my computer's okay still. Hey, Eric, good to see you.
Tree in the hizzy. Oh, what?
Yeah, I needed to get a video filmed to send out Tuesday, but I didn't get it done today. I might get it done tomorrow, and then I might not. I don't know. Just not enough hours in a day.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea, Maggie, and I've done that before. Get you a watch list or playlist. Build a playlist. It's relatively easy, and you can just add all your videos to the playlist, and people can just hit that playlist, and all your videos will play. You know, back to back. Yeah. You know, you can just like while you're running around. You know, I used to do it with channels, and I would just like let it set and play, and I'd go off and do something. You know.
Yeah, I'll set it up. I'll do that when I go to sleep. Like I just turn on a channel and hit their playlist and turn the volume off and let it play.
Yeah, and then a good cool thing to do is like after you watch all their playlists is go back through every video and comment something.
Yeah,
You know, just say something, just type something. Doesn't matter what you type. You know, hit the like, of course. Except mine, you hit the thumbs down. But anyway,
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah. Chance does some long form content.
Yep, long form content. That's it. Long form. Yeah, I think my Creek Still Flows was 2 hours today. I'm kind of tired.
Oh, I bet.
I did some walking and talking.
Yeah. I wish I had time. There just ain't enough hours a day right now. I swear. I need to get out and do some more outside stuff. I just haven't had any time. Oh, there, Vanessa screws it up. She's defiant and hits the thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, history of defiance. What can I say? That's a beautiful thing.
Well, we already know Vanessa's defiant. That's why she's on like her 5th channel.
Right.
Good night, Chris. Have a good night.
Right on, Eric. That's right. All right, take care, Texas Raider. That's right. Check out Steel and Tree, Eric Steel and Tree. He also sells stuff. Steel and Tree. That's what he sells. Steel and Tree.
Right. Long day. Yeah, it was a long day. I got up early and had to hit the ground running to get some things done. Oh, hey, did we ever figure out when the cookout was going to be or where it was going to be? Last I heard, it was going to be on the 29th.
That's a good question.
Okay, so I guess not then. Okay, I know.
We need to figure out a place. Yeah, we need to figure out a place.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I thought Trent put Teresa in charge of that, but I never heard anything after that. So, yeah, 40. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of coffee.
Yeah, right, Maggie, the state park. Yeah.
Yeah, they talked about going to Salt Fork. I don't know if that ever. I don't know what happened with that. So.
Salt Fork.
Yeah, it's on I-77. I think it's a little bit south of Cambridge.
Oh, okay.
It's a state park. That's on our side of the state. So
Salt Fort, like a fort.
Fork.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fork. There it is. Okay.
I've been fishing down on that lake before, so I know where it's at.
Ooh, okay. Ohio Resort Getaway. Book your cabin today. Okay.
They got a nice lodge down there, I've heard. So.
Yep, I'm checking it out. History of State of the Salt Forks. Okay. Ooh, they got rocks. They got a lake.
Yeah, it's pretty good size.
Full cabins. They got cabins. They got RVs. They got Cool. Yeah, I like it. Let's go.
JD, the last I heard, they were talking about the 29th, which is only in a couple of weeks. So now that
Salt
might
Fork
change.
has Sasquatch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a Facebook group that I see that pops up that like twice a year they go down there and do like a hike to go look for Sasquatch. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ohio's largest state park.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, Maggie, I didn't get any flooding. I'm kind of in the foothills before you start hitting. Like if you go east of me or south, you're going to hit mountains. So we're kind of in the foothills, so we don't really get the flooding. The further west you go in Ohio, the lower and the flatter it gets. So we didn't really get any flooding here, but there is definitely some flooding down around Cincinnati and along the Indiana-Ohio border. And it's supposed to rain again all weekend. So that's actually part of my Scully report tomorrow too, is the flooding that's going on.
Yeah, I want to check out Salt Fork. Yep, I think that's a cool place, man. I'd like to I'd like to be there. Oh shit! I'd like to be there for the whole weekend.
Yeah,
caves, they got lakes. You said you've done some fishing there. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I've been fishing there before. Yeah.
All right, so give us the fish report.
It's been a long time, but wasn't my favorite place to fish. But I used to fish some bass tournaments, and our circuit went down there a couple times a year. So, has anyone heard from Wolfgang? Wolfgang was on Chad's live stream last night, but he went to bed early because he had to work today. So, yeah. So Wolfgang's fine. He's just been working a lot.
I shall return.
Okay. So yeah, Wolfgang's all good. He popped into Chad's live stream a little bit last night, but he didn't stay long because he said he was working today, and so he went to bed early. Oh, okay, Maggie. I don't know about flood zones. Okay, well, the farther east you go, the kind of higher up it is. Like I said, over here where I'm at, we're kind of in the foothills. So we don't really have too much problem with flooding. I mean, if it flooded, where I'm sitting right now, if it was flooded, the rest of the state would be underwater. It'd be like a Noah's Ark kind of thing. So now there's a dam up north of me, and sometimes north of it will flood because they shut the dam down when they get too much rain. But so yeah, you got to check into each area. But and then of course, the closer you get to the Ohio River, there's a lot of towns that are, you'll be up high and you go down into town that's down along the river and it floods down there. I guarantee Wheeling Island's underwater right now. I haven't looked into it, but that place floods all the time. And as much rain as we had, I'm sure they're in trouble. Chewy, what are you doing? You're knocking everything over. Had a Chewy quake. What are you doing? But right where I'm at, we don't really have any flooding problems. So I'm in a pretty good area. We don't really have too much problems with anything other than just storms. Really, we haven't had that many storms this year. It's rained a lot, but the storms have all hit us or missed us. I mean, they seems like it comes right our way and splits in half and gets up north and down south, and we just get some rain.
Right.
Yeah, right, Maggie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got time. And like I said, you got enough people here in Ohio to ask questions. If you got any questions, you can ask me or Shad or Ghost or Trent or Devil Dog. How's Devil Dog been? Anybody heard from Brad lately?
Yeah. He's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. He stays busy, and hopefully he will make some more content. I don't know. I'm going to push him.
Yeah. Well, if he's busy, that means his woodworking thing's going good. So that's good.
Yes. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's building a lot of stuff and selling it, and so you too can buy some of his stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he makes good pulled pork too, in case you're hungry.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And Wolfgang's in Ohio too. He's down in the Cincinnati area now. He might be dealing with some flooding down there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Have any flooding up your way, Shad?
Yeah, but everything is sloped, and there's hills and creeks and stuff like that. Some streets get flooded, but around here everything just kind of drains away. Yeah.
That's all. Like I said, that's how I am. We're kind of this whole town's kind of up on a plateau, so we don't really have too much trouble up here. Now, even if you go out in the farmland, if you go 20 miles or so west of here, they'll get flooding out there, out in the farmland. But here we don't really have any problems with that. So.
Yeah, the lakes flood. I mean, not the lakes, but the rivers flood and the creeks flood.
Yeah.
Which the kayakers love.
Yeah, we got a river that runs through town here, but it's probably between where the town is and down where the river is. It's probably, I don't know, 150 feet. So it would have to do some serious flooding to get up to, like I said.
Well, it's all about the grade, right? It's all about the grade, the elevation, right? So if you've got, you saying it drops 150 feet, or?
Well, to get from town down to the river. Like town's just kind of up on the plateau and the river's way down, so it would take quite a bit. Basically, if this town was flooded, the rest of Ohio would be underwater. We'd be an island. So.
Okay. Good night, Voodoo Queen.
Yeah, good night, Voodoo Queen. So now there's another YouTuber, Hawaiian prepper. They're getting ready for that hurricane, or what do they call it when it's in the Pacific? It's not a hurricane; it's a typhoon.
Typhoon, yes.
Yeah.
Typhoons.
Yeah.
Lots of fun. Yeah. I went through a typhoon in Okinawa, Japan. That was interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
Closest thing I've been to was there was a tropical storm hit Destin, Florida when I was down there it was about 5 years ago. Oh, did it get downgraded as just a tropical storm now?
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, I went. We seen a tropical storm when last time we were in Destin, Florida, and hey, it made some storm surge, and we went out afterwards and found a bunch of cool stuff out on the beach, and that washes up when it does that. It churns everything up, throws it all up on the beach. So it was a hurricane.
Yeah, I lived in the Grand Strand area for 20 years in South Carolina. Yeah, I've had my share of tornado or hurricanes and tropical storms. Yeah, good times.
There used to be a show on, I don't know, it was Discovery Channel, one of them channels that it wasn't called Storm Channel. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, all these guys did was they run around and chase hurricanes and typhoons and stuff, and they would go as soon as it stopped, as soon as the water went down, then they go hunt treasure on the beaches. And man, they found all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we would go and beachcomb the south end of Myrtle Beach, of the Grand Strand, and you'd find all kinds of stuff. Mostly, you would find big, like somebody's steps, because there's a lot of houses on that, and the storm surge would come through, houses on stilts, and they would just take their steps. It would take their balcony, and you would find all that wood just sitting around. Shark's tooth. Oh man, something about it, that churning, it pushes those shark's tooth on the beach, and you can find thousands of them just walking the beach.
Lived in Wilmington for 31 years.
Oh, Lord. Yes, I know. I know that place well. Yes, I do. I did pest control there for a while. And of course, we lived an hour from Myrtle Beach, right on. Yep. My old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
Yep. Hurricanes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Riffany. Brian and Tiffany.
Yes.
Okay.
I got some friends that live down by Tampa. They every now and then they'll get a hurricane. Clearwater.
Probably met them.
And of course they just have hurricane crews. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, Brian and Tiffany, I worked for Lane's Pest Elimination for like 12 years.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it.
I killed everything. Roaches, rats, bed bugs, you name it.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
Termites. Oh man, it's actually a lot of fun.
Is it?
I had a great time. Yeah. I had a great time.
Yeah,
Lots of time with a gas mask on.
I had to put the creek still flows on my watch later. It just popped up.
Some other lives in Wilmington, North Carolina. I liked Wilmington. Wilmington was cool. I liked the cobblestone street, like bar area or whatever, the entertainment area. There's pretty cool. They got a river walk. All these shops on the river walk. Everything's cobblestone and stone.
Yeah,
KP,
I was actually going to do a video about Hurricane Katrina because I was living in Vegas, and when it hit, I was working for Harris, and they said, "Hey, we're sending supplies and we're sending food, and if anybody else wants to go help clean up, we'll send you too." And I said, "Okay, I'll go." And it was life changing. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
To see just the aftermath. So that was actually going to be my next video whenever I get around to filming it.
Born and raised. Honeymoon in Myrtle Beach almost 30 years ago. So if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach and you stayed at a hotel, resort, or a anywhere where you had to rent, I have been in that room at least 5 or 6 times, if not more. I've been there. I sprayed everything. Oh my god, everything. I've been in every freaking hotel and resort and doing the spray jockey thing.
Vanessa says her weather is boring until it rains, right?
Yeah, right? Everything floods.
Oh yeah, and you know they put out flash flood warnings back here. Until you've lived in the desert, you haven't seen a flash flood.
Oh, Brian and Tiffany, you're snowbirds. And then Myrtle Beach, we call y'all snowbirds. Come down for our winter. We've had some rough winter. I've seen it snow in Myrtle Beach on the beach. I've seen it a few times.
I saw it snow in Vegas one time.
That's where my channel started, was Myrtle Beach. I used to say, greetings from the right coast. And then I moved here, and it's like, okay, I can't see the north coast, can I? And I'll say Erie coast.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like winter. I could be a snowbird. I could definitely do that.
I love winter. I spent 20 years baking in Myrtle Beach, and I come up here and I feel great. I encountered snow and ice, and I was like, yeah, cold air in my lungs. Oh man, I get out in this stuff too. I run around. I have little hiking adventures in the snow.
I get out on it whether I like it or not. Mainly because
Oh yeah, you got to commute.
little fur goblin here loves it.
Yes, she does.
She just
Some of those videos where she's just rolling in around in the snow.
Oh, yeah. Snow and ice, and she just loves it. I'm like, aren't you cold? She's like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah, Mika Wolf, I know where that's at. Yep. That's where I feel you there, Maggie.
See, I think I spent too many years in the desert. I don't like winter.
You know what? I like the idea of taking winter off and just hanging out, eating beef stew and apple cider and pies and baked bread and brisket and just the food changes, right?
Yeah.
You know me, I love my food porn, so it's time to stay in, hang out by the fire, read a good book, right? Drink some coffee, have a cigar, whatever. Just hang out.
Well, if I didn't have to leave the house, I wouldn't mind very much.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. It's just like everybody just take off for the winter. That's what we used to do. That's what life used to be like. I remember Myrtle Beach, that it was a seasonal job. During the summertime, you worked as long as you could until the off season when everybody leaves, because everybody's going to leave, and you live off your earnings for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Which winters in Myrtle Beach is pretty cool, pretty nice.
Right. Nobody's going to go lay out on the beach when it's 40 degrees or whatever.
Homemade baked bread, yes, with some garlic, some butter. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I said, I wouldn't mind winter at all if I could just stay in the house all the time.
Right.
Or most of the time.
But that's the thing now. Nobody now in Myrtle Beach, it's year round. If
Really?
the seasonal work is gone, there's no such thing. It is the economy is just ramped up. Everybody's there. I mean, even Brian and Tiffany are like, yeah, we're snowbirds, right? More and more snowbirds are hanging out. More and more people are moving in. I was there 6 years ago, and 6 years ago they started to do all this massive building for like homes everywhere. These suburban areas that used to be swampland. They figured out a way to make swampland real estate. And they use lime, gumbo, cohiba, and pack that in, and it burns. It literally burns, and it steams up and melts the swamp, and they just start packing in this like dirt that turns into concrete, basically. So there's your foundation. And there was like, I don't know, like 300,000 homes being built 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm pretty sure they've got them all built by now, and filled. There's brand new neighborhoods in the woods and swamps that I used to wander.
That's how Vegas was when I lived out there. When I moved out there, I go out, I do a lot of metal detecting and just hiking and stuff out in the desert. And half the places that I used to go, by the time I moved back, they were, 3 miles inside of town. There was houses on them places because the population blew up. Because what happened was people realized that if you don't like the beach, there's not much to do in Florida. You can come out to Vegas, you can play golf year round. There's always some kind of show. There's always a convention. There's always something going on. So the retirees started moving out there, and it got crazy. The job market went. They were paying like $30 an hour to work at McDonald's because they couldn't find people, because the population boom had increased the job market, but the people that were moving there weren't adding to the number of people to employ. You know what I mean? They weren't taking the jobs. They were retired. So.
They were on a fixed income.
Yeah.
They're living at their home or their little trio park or whatever.
Yeah. So they were creating jobs,
living their best life. Yeah. Because now they're done. Yeah.
They were creating jobs, but they weren't filling any of them. So people were fighting over employees.
Right. But so different jobs pop up and start to have a boom, like your landscapers, because now you've got more yards to cut, and that's what you do. You sell. You walk in. You're doing old man Leroy's property. Been doing it for 5 years, and across the street they're building a house. You're like, oh, hey, I hear you guys are retired and you've came from New York or whatever. $20 and I cut your grass and do everything. Yeah.
Trim your palm trees. We don't really have grass. We didn't have grass out there. Oh, okay.
Really?
Okay. How you doing? Good to see you. I guess I'm having a buddy.
There's Reba.
That's my good girl.
Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. I'm from West Tennessee originally. Okay. And it just I went back there. I've been there a few times. And it's not the same. There still is secluded areas, right? Abandoned farm houses and abandoned properties, because that's what happens, right? Is that people move out of the city into like these, isolated areas, build up their nest egg, build their house, their homestead, this property, whatever, and they have kids and everything's great. But then the kids leave. They go back to they go to the big city, chasing their dreams and stuff like that, right? Chasing the money. And now you've got all these retirees that eventually die out or sell and move to Florida or South Carolina, and that property's just sitting there like. So it's a cycle, right? Yeah. It's a cycle, and of course, what we got going on here in these rural areas, which is very concerning, are these data centers. They're chosen Ohio to be like the largest, the biggest houser of data centers.
Yeah,
like 4 or 5, like 8,000 or something. I forget. It's a lot. It's like, what? Why? Why? And everybody's like, no, get out.
Yeah, they're building one in Cadiz, and the residents down there are not happy about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, building it is cool. You've got jobs that way, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
but when
make-
the construction's over, they don't really create big jobs. Just some security jobs. That's about it.
Well, Miko Wolf, I've seen them build Broadway at the beach. It took them about a year, and they dumped enough gumbo cohiba. It's like a clay. What they do is they dump this gumbo cohiba into the swamp, and then they throw lime on top of it, and then they water the hell out of it, and the water from underneath of it, and it just starts. It literally turns into concrete. You know, however many feet they need, 50 feet, 20 feet, whatever, to bring it up to a certain grade. And there you go. Boom. You have great foundation to build a, small suburban, housing area, which they pop up everywhere. So many of them. I mean, so if you're a painter, if you're a landscaper, the construction and all that, plumbing and HVAC and electricians, pest control, right? So everybody lives in a swamp. It's a reclaimed swamp, but the bugs didn't leave. Yeah.
Yeah. They and like our race for governor is just a mess. On one hand, you got the lady who locked us all down during the great toilet paper apocalypse, and she's just a mess.
Oh,
and
really?
then on the other hand, you got Mr. Ramaswamy who wants to cover the state with data centers, and I guess we're just going to live on top of them or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we just got to drive around them. All 1,000-acre of them.
Yeah, and that's our two candidates. So yeah, hey,
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea that DeWine's out. I mean, he was like the most bipolar governor ever.
yeah. I think he's senile. I really do.
But hey, when he talks, he's like, when he shows his face and talks, he's Mr. Professional.
I never was a fan of him when we started watching him every day when he'd give out them reports during the great toilet paper apocalypse.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I was. Well, I came here. What, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? So,
Not that time.
I had the COVID's apocalypse in Myrtle Beach, and it was dealt with differently. They didn't recognize it, but they still pushed it. It was still being pushed everywhere. I remember I went to the mall one time to walk around, and I didn't wear a mask. Everybody wore a mask, and I'm in the mall, and everybody's got a mask on except for me, and they're all eyes are on me as I'm walking through the mall. And they're just like, keeping their distance, pointing and talking, mumbling through their mask. And I remember just like, whatever, come at me, I dare you, as I walked confidently through the mall. And as I was turning a corner, I met another guy. We ran into each other almost. He was in a hurry. He was in like a cheap suit. Whatever, but he had no mask on either. And we almost ran at each other and we're like, how you doing? And just kept, like trains in the night passing each other. And, that was it. And I walked outside. I remember walking outside and I seen police at the entrance. I'm like, why are y'all here? They're like, yeah, we were told to hang out here. I was like, y'all, and they didn't have masks on either. They didn't ask me if I had a mask.
Yeah.
I was waiting. Where's your mask? It's a rule is not a law. Okay. My beard, and I used to tell people my beard is my mask. Or I'd say I'm immune to it. I'm immune to the COVIDs. They're like, what? How can you be immune? I'm immune. You can be too.
Yeah, Yeah, it was about 50-50 in my little area. You had about half the people who were like, yeah, this is just all garbage and we're not paying any attention to it. And then you had the other half. So I was over at our local park. There's a little pond there, and I thought, well, I'm going to go over and go fishing. So I'm over there. You know, I didn't want to go too far away. And I thought, well, it's close. I'll just go over there. So I'm over there fishing, and there's a husband and a wife and like a, I don't know, 3-4-year-old kid walking through the field. Now, they're probably 50 yards or more from anybody else. And the little kid's mask falls off, or she took it off. I don't know what happened. But anyway, the mom screamed like somebody had just murdered somebody in front of her. They grabbed the kid. They stuffed the mask back on her, grabbed her, and ran towards the car. I don't know if they were taking her to the hospital or what. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I'm like, you're
She's
outside.
been exposed to air.
Yeah, you're outside. You're nowhere near anybody else. So it's not like, you know, I was like, this is just ridiculous.
I mean, yeah. As soon as it happened, you know, I told my friends, this is, you know, kind of while I was just starting my channel. I was like, yeah, stand by for the mass hysteria.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just stand by for it.
I still see people driving around in their cars by themselves with their mask on to this day.
Yeah, yeah.
God bless.
I mean, you know, to tell you the truth, there's always been that population of people that did wear a mask.
Well,
You know, for whatever reason, you know, they the smog in the air, you know, maybe they're allergic to pollen, you know, kind of stuff like that, you know. But everybody did. They were wearing masks in their cars. I seen people that were swimming with masks on. I'm like, really?
now
Do y'all not know how this works?
Yeah. I got a thin little gaiter I wear when I mow grass, just because if I don't, then my eyes get all puffy and stuff, you know. But
Right.
that's it,
Okay.
you know. But and like our whole family was like, yeah, this is all crap. We're not doing any of this. We're not getting the jabs or none of that stuff. Now, my son-in-law's parents, they've got, I mean, they had masks and gloves and, I mean, biohazard suits, and they've got, I don't know, 34 booster shots and all that crap. And I'm like, oh, crying out loud. And they're sick all the time.
Yeah, imagine that. I mean, I spent 12 years in a gas mask, you know, killing roaches. There's a lot of training and knowledge that comes with that. You know, I had to limit my time in the gas mask, and I had to breathe a certain way. I mean, obviously, I had got a noxious gas, you know, that I'm trying not to breathe. So while I'm killing roaches, fumigating, but I had to breathe a certain way. I had to breathe, you know, like breathe in and then breathe out, push out, because if I just breathe normally, the carbon dioxide will build up in my mask and I'll start to get a little woozy. I'll start to ingest my carbon dioxide, which is the bigger problem than, you know, that you have with wearing any type of mask, not to mention the cloth mask. Of course, my gas mask, I had to clean constantly. I had to clean it every time. I had to clean it. I had to log in how many hours I used it, and I had to change out the filters. There was a maintenance schedule that I had to do with my gas mask and my PPE, right? And I had to limit my time about 20 minutes. You know, about 20 minutes, I had to go take a break. I had to get outside, take the mask off, breathe fresh air. All right, put the mask on, don and clear, doff and clear, do the procedure, then go back in, right? So a cloth mask not only catches all the carbon dioxide, it also catches, because when we exhale waste, we exhale bacteria, we exhale things that our body doesn't want. You know, your cigarette smoke. You know, there's a lot of things that go on in the lungs that your body is like, hey, we found this weird thing. We want to get rid of it. And let's take it to the lungs. It'll get released through the breath. You know, and that's 20 minutes with a mask on can become detrimental to your health. Any mask, because you're breathing in all the viruses and bacteria that your body was trying to get rid of, creating more virus and bacteria in your mask and the carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
You know,
They were telling us that's the best way to handle it. Stop it already. that whole thing was a sham.
Yeah.
I mean, we caught it once. Me and the wife both caught it once. So we were down for about a day and a half, and then we were fine.
I had it early on before anybody knew what it was, and they called it an upper respiratory infection. That's what they said it was, and that's how I lost my job. And for a week, I'd say about a week. It took like 2 weeks for it to work on me, and it happened at work, and I was like, okay, I'm sick. I'm taking off for like about a week. But it only took me it took me 9 days to get over the upper respiratory infection, and there were times when I was afraid to go to sleep. I was just trying to consciously breathe.
Yeah.
And I was taking all this medication. I needed something else, and so I got fired. I took the company truck to Walmart to get some Mucinex, Gabuflizin or whatever, an expectorant. Cleaned me out. I was able to sleep, and then so they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna fire you because you took the truck unauthorized." I was like, "Wait a minute! All this time I've been authorized to take the truck for three. I worked in 3 states, right, for like 24 hours a day and night, and now you tell me I can't go down the street, half a mile to get some medicine? Okay." And it was my family's business too. So the uncle did, my aunt and uncle, and they used to just give me the truck, like, "Here, take it, it's yours. Just be careful." But
Stealing
that's
tree.
how
Eric,
Mullen works. Yeah,
Eric
Mullen
wants
tea.
any news from Schrodinger Strait?
Any news from what?
Schrodinger Strait. If you don't look at it,
Strait of the Hormuz.
it's
The
open.
Hormuz.
That was actually
Yeah.
Chance coined that term, and I liked it. So
Hormuz.
we had a couple boats from the UAE this week, and the MOU is about to run out, although it never really went into effect because they just keep firing rockets anyway. So, no, not really. I mean, Iran and Oman are trying to make a deal to open one narrow little passageway, but Iran said they're still going to charge tolls, and of course the U.S. ain't having that. So that's pretty much the same standoff they've been at. Nothing really's changed.
Yeah, but it's going to change for us.
Nothing's flowing. Oh yeah, we're about to get another shock in the old grocery store bill pretty soon.
The grocery store, the gas. I mean,
Yeah,
I did a Zoo report about, imagine a world with no gas.
yeah.
Wow.
15 minutes if you don't eat gas. Okay, all right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, go ahead and move closer. If you commute like a lot of us do, that's Cleveland. Cleveland is Cleveland, like the city. That's where everybody goes to work.
Yeah.
And then everybody lives out either past in the suburbs or past the suburbs in the country.
Right.
And so everybody commutes. Imagine that the gas dries up. Now we all got to move to the city, or closer to the city, or closer into a suburb, and we have to use public transportation or buy EV cars that are going to be everywhere, right? Tesla cars are there. I already see Tesla cars everywhere here.
Yeah. I see a few down here, which is shocking, but
Yep. And then here they have like the 15-minute cities and what they call the Corridor Initiative. The Corridor Initiative is a way of changing the suburbs into a 15-minute city with these corridors that you can either walk or bike or take a public transportation, or EV cars, Uber, right? Yeah, this is gonna be crazy.
yeah, we're going to see some very interesting stuff during the rest of our life.
Yeah, may we live in interesting times, right?
Yes. Well, I think we're going to have that covered. I mean, my goodness, with all the things going on. Hey, Tuck, good to see you. Yardbirds, welcome in. Galadriel. Say hi to Galadriel, but I seen you in here. There she is. There's Galadriel. But, I mean, look at everything that's going on right now. You got the flock cameras, you got the data centers, you got the shenanigans in the Middle East. You got, that Chewy, quit shaking the thing here. There's, there was a couple rockets that landed in Poland from Russia a couple weeks ago. Geez, what else? Well, you got the Persian death cult running wild all over the world.
Right. That thing.
I mean, my goodness. Just who knows what's going to pop off? Who knows what's going to be the final straw that just everything just goes down the drains?
I don't know. I think that I have hopes. I have hopes that the American people, which we are resourceful and defiant to the bitter end, people find a way. I feel that deeply in my soul, that we will figure it out. Right? I really do. Will it be hard? Yeah. Is it going to be, terrible and desperate times? Yeah. But we have this history of, walking through fire and coming out, slightly singed, but still okay. And then we just rebuild, right? The problem is that, it's those other special interests, if you will, and parts of our government that say, "Oh, what would be a great idea? Let's do data centers, or let's do this stupid thing and make it a trend." Right? Let's raise property taxes. You guys fought for everything, and that's great and all, but we're still going to hold you accountable and make you pay everything so we can rebuild everything. It's like, didn't we just make it through something?
That's another thing that's going on with the whole basically end of the world thing. The cost of everything.
Right.
At the rate we're going, eventually nobody's going to be able to afford anything. We keep going the way we're going now, because wages aren't going up. We're not much anyway. Not anywhere near enough to even come close to keeping up with the price increases. So eventually, working's going to be pointless. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to put in 60 hours. I'm still going to live in a tent in the woods.
Yeah. I mean, it's already happened.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, people are moving to RV parks to live, and they're driving, 50 miles. What's up, Tuck? 50 miles to go to their job, and just to because they can't afford to live in the city, they can't afford to buy a house,
Yep.
right? I mean, that's where I'm at. I can't afford to buy a house.
No,
Just can't.
I couldn't even think about it. And rent's getting crazy.
Yeah, I heard in New York. We always love New York stories of New York, right? There used to be like a $1,000 rent for a dive, right? A slumlord place. Now it's up to like a studio apartment is a good one is like $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah.
A month.
I see the house prices around here. So the average wage in my county, I Googled it, I had to look up, is $17.62 an hour. The average house price is like $389,000. I'm going, I can't get that math to work. I can't. I can't get that math to work.
Well, I've done the math on what I need to spend to get a house. I can afford 120.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to find one for that.
Oh, I can. They're in the city.
Really?
Yeah.
But down here,
they're rat infested and beaten down. But yeah, they're in the city. Yeah.
It's insane. And like I said, eventually people just going to say, you know what? I give up. I'm done. I'm not going to work. I'm not doing any of this. I don't care anymore.
I would love to see that. I really would.
It could happen. It could happen. Right now, there's too many people that are still hanging on. But if it keeps going like this, it might happen. It might happen. It could.
Yeah. What did Plethys, right? The
Yes.
Great Walkaway.
Yep.
Yeah, I love this idea, and but it takes everybody to do it.
It does.
You know?
Or at least a large portion of them.
Yeah, a large portion of people in an area that say, you know what, I'm going to take the month off.
Oops, I like that idea. Let's just go fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, but what would that take? What would that take? Because we live day by day, week by week, month by month. You know, you would have to instill an idea, a concept into the population to prep, to actually prep,
Yeah.
so that you can just, I'm going to eat beans and rice for a week, and then after that, I'm going to grill steaks. After that, I'm going to eat my canned foods. After that, we're gonna slaughter some chickens. You know what I'm saying? we're gonna go to Farmer Fred and buy some eggs. But we're gonna focus on our community, and the community will provide for the community, right? Other than saying I'm gonna go to Amazon, I'm gonna go to Walmart, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna make a phone call, and I'm gonna get online and drop my credit card. It takes a massive amount of people to be disciplined and ideological, and have some ideological restraints about the businesses that goods and services that they consume, because that's the only way it's going to work is if we buy nothing.
Yeah.
We spend nothing.
We already buy nothing. So, I mean, nothing other than essentials, and we do our grocery shopping in Amish country. So,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but
Right on, Brian, Tiffany. Sounds like that sounds great.
Yes, Glider. A lot of people. This was just going through my head. I think it was yesterday. We call it prepping now. Okay. When I was a kid, it wasn't prepping. It was just normal. It's just what you did. I was old enough to remember the blizzard of '78 that rolled through here, and you didn't leave your house for a week. You couldn't. There was no way. And it was like no big deal. It was no big deal. We ate fine. Everything was fine. Nowadays, could you imagine the disaster that would be?
Wow.
There's people that live off the DoorDash. If the DoorDash doesn't kick it out, they ain't gonna eat.
Yeah. And a lot of countries are like that too. Like a lot of Europe countries, they shop for the day. They don't have anything in their house, but their society is built like that.
Right.
For thousands of years, they go to the baker, they get bread. They go to the butcher, they get meat. They go to the farmer's market, they get veggies, and then they grab a bottle of wine. They come home, they cook a meal, and that's it. And then they do that over and over every day.
Yep.
Right. So they don't have to prep anything. It's not in their. Some places do, like places like Germany, and they have this like history of prepping, and that's amazing. Like aged meats sitting in a cellar, right? Just a cheese. Oh my God, the cheese. They would prep that. That's how they did it. That's how they survived the winter. But they don't live like that anymore, and nobody here lives like that anymore. Convenience has made us weak.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Gladrill, that might be part of it. People just don't want to do the work. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Yardbirds. Exactly. No, go ahead. I mean, I was just agreeing with what Yardbirds said. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, kids nowadays they believe that they're worth more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They believe that they bring something to the table. Look at me, I'm a badass. I will, and I get to dictate my own hours. I get to dictate my pay. I get to dictate what I do at work. No, It's you show up, you be of service, you do everything that you're supposed to do, you know, that they ask of you. Now, of course, we do have the power, where the idea of like I sell my services to the highest bidder, to the highest employer, right? The
Yeah.
employer that pays the most. That's where I'm going. And whatever they say, whatever is needed, I do it, and that makes me indispensable, right? And I get raises and I move up. But these kids are like, no, I'm not doing that, man. No, 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 no. Right? And they check out. Everything is they're so tied in with the social media. They got the earbuds, they got the watch, they got the cell phone, they got the glasses, and they're like, no, this is more important. Social media is more important than this job. You know?
Oh yeah. Just if the power went out, could you imagine the people that just fell apart just because they couldn't get on their social media anymore?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
They would just like lose their mind just because YouTube didn't work or Facebook or TikTok or whatever, Actually,
Yeah.
for me, it'd be kind of a relief. Like, oh, I don't have to mess with that.
I like to be engaging with people. When I go out in public, I say hello, goodbye. How you doing? What's up? Right? You can't have a conversation with anybody. They just tune you out.
Yeah, they do.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm busy, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sorry to disturb you. I didn't realize you were distracted.
Yeah.
And I just walk away. I become a smart ass. But it's an addiction.
Yeah, it is.
They're addicted to those dopamine hits, the doom scrolling, it's all about the dopamine, and it's all about that interaction, that reaction, and that's what they do, and that's what the algorithms play upon. They play upon your emotions. They want you engaged. They want you to feel some type of way, because that keeps you tied in. It keeps you plugged in, and that's when the control starts.
Yeah.
Now they can just start steering you where they want you to go.
Yeah. I turn it off a couple of days a week. I'll go to work and I'll just listen to music all day. I won't watch nothing. Just,
Oh yeah. Luckily, I have a job that I get fired if I get on social media. I have to get on there sparingly, or I quickly check the notifications and put it away.
Wow.
So I get my news that way.
Yeah. With me running the machine, I have a lot of time in between, changing parts out and stuff that I just kind of stand there like, well, now what? So, but yeah, a couple of days a week, I'll just turn the music on and shut everything else off. And
yeah, Yardbirds. I mean, that'd be great. Just leave your phone at home day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it. Why do you need it? Just in case you get pulled over, or just in case you have an accident, just in case whatever. Well, I mean, there's other ways and means of communication.
Yeah.
Hold on. You can actually go to a store and use a phone somewhere. Like, hey, I'm broken down.
Yeah.
Right.
We live through those
A
days.
cop is usually going to stop by and see if you're okay. You can hey, I need a tow truck. Like, all right, cool. They've got cell phones. They've got phones, right?
Yeah, we lived through those days before we had this constant connection.
Right.
To everything.
Exactly. Gen X, we didn't have cell phones. We had to jump on our bike and drive somewhere, ride somewhere, go to a friend's house. Hey, and you would call. You would use the landline and say, "Hey, mom and dad, I'm over at Joey's place."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, be home before the street lights come on. Okay. It's like, all right. Dinner is at 6.
Yeah. If they remembered we were gone.
Right, that's the thing. Like, oh, I thought you were upstairs.
For the younger generation that didn't know this, they actually put a commercial on at 10 p.m. every evening on all the channels that said it's 10 p.m. and you know where your children are. We just were just gone. I mean, just wherever,
I'll be back.
Steve, good to see you. You can't imagine not having your phone with you, huh? Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, we grew up. The phone was attached to the wall with a nice stretched out cord because you always went in the other room to talk to whoever. Oh, you had one of them bags. Them things were huge. But yeah, we rode our bikes all over the county or as far as we could get. I mean, our bikes had more miles on it than most people's cars do nowadays. Signal 66, I don't know who you are, so I can't, I'm not going to let you on. I apologize, but that's just how it works. Hang out in the chat for a while, talk to us, maybe another time. Did 100,000 miles on your Schwinn, yeah. Me too, probably. Yeah, we didn't have any, like Chad just said, if you went to your buddy's house and you were going to hang out for a while or stay for dinner or whatever, you just used their landline, called your parents and said, hey, I'm whoever's, I'm going to stay for dinner. And they were like, okay, cool. That's what my parents were. Just let us know where you're at. That's all. Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve, that was actually the first video I ever did. That was a long time ago. Oh, my goodness. I go back and watch that video and cringe.
Man, you got me thinking about my EDC. When I come in the house, everything comes all out of my pockets and on the table. Right. Signal, that's key. Grew up in housing. Yep, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, I still got.
And you know that as a teenager, stupid teenager, you'd lose your key. And you're like, man, I gotta break into the house.
Yep, and we were pretty good at that too.
Yeah, you figure out sliding glass door. You can pick it up off the tracks. Same thing with the sliding glass windows. Just pick it up off the track, pop it in, pop it out.
Yeah,
nobody knows the wiser.
Yeah, that was the first video I ever did, Steve. Oh, that was how the channel started. I was sitting in the car one day and Trent and Mike kept saying, you should start a channel. Well, they didn't say that specifically to me, but they were just saying, if you got something to say, you should start a channel. And I said, okay, fine. So I looked up to see if Ohio Valley Prepping was available, and it was. And I said, okay, fine. So I put the channel together, and I said, well, I guess I got to make a video. So I just pulled all the stuff out of my pocket and said, this is my EDC. This is the stuff I carry with me every day. And it's all downhill from there.
I have a knife.
Yeah, I have two.
Everything else is okay.
That's the only thing I have on me. I have two knives.
I can't show you what's next to me here. What came out of my inside the waist. I say to you knowingly, my inside the waist carry thing.
Yeah, YouTube gets upset about that, especially on a live. They don't mind it so much, I guess, if you're on just a video. But
yeah, I always carry a tourniquet with me. Always, it just goes in my pocket, lives there in the cargo pocket, right?
Yeah, Steve. So if you lived in Wheeling, yeah, you definitely dealt with some flooding. Like Wheeling Island is, I'm assuming, probably flooded now. I haven't looked at the news stations down that way, but Wheeling Island always floods. So yeah,
I always carry a candy bar
down there
with me, spare candy bar. That's always something.
Yeah, you might need that.
Ron, traveling gypsy. Sorry you're late.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I got my multi-tool. I carry a backpack wherever I go. It's just chock full of stuff. I mean, I've got an IFAC in there. I've got food. I got tools.
Yeah. Same thing with me. I take one to work every day.
Right. More candy bars.
I got a Gerber multi-tool that I got from Double Dog.
Yes, I do too. I have the same thing.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's what I carry as well. Flashlights, you know.
Yeah, I thought I had my flashlight on me, but I must have left it in the house.
Yeah. Luckily, I have my flashlight connected to my. So there's that. I have found myself like out in a dark area and pull my flashlight holder out and turn the flashlight on.
Yeah.
Just to use the flashlight.
Right.
But
Whatever.
if somebody sees it, yeah, if anybody sees it in the dark, all they're going to see is a flashlight. And I can just quickly turn it off and put it back in my inside the waist.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got to see. I use my little flashlight all the time, so I'm getting old. I need light to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I got a little rechargeable flashlight. I got a couple of them, but I keep one in my pocket all the time, and there's always one on my clip to my bag that I take to work. So
yeah, I got to recharge my flashlight.
Yeah, I make sure my flashlight's charged all the time because I use that thing a lot. Then I got a couple batteries. I got a lot of flashlights.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
I think I
just got this thing. I've been trying it out.
Yeah.
Pull over. Yeah, it tells you how many minutes you have left.
Oh, cool.
All right. Yep, it's got the light bar, of course, and then one of these is a USB C rechargeable. It's got multi. I can change the
the beam. Yeah.
Yeah. It's cheap right now. I'm at 43%, so I just gotta plug it in and go from there. I'm gonna plug it in. Let's go.
Steve, yeah, the cheap little multi-tools at Walmart, I mean, they're better than nothing, but they don't seem to hold up very well.
Yeah, the cheap ones, I always break the pliers parts. I just
they don't.
That's how I break it, because I take it, I grab something real tight, and eventually that center rivet just pops. Everything goes flying.
Yeah. I mean, but they're like $5 or $6, so you kind of get what you pay for. I mean, they're better than nothing. Yardbird wants to know if you're going to Wendy's.
Yes, Yardbirds. I'm going out to Wendy's. Oh, I have pen testing material. I've got a pick that I keep. It's a pick. It's amazing how many doors are not installed properly, and there's always a gap, like really, really wide gap. You could fit anything in there, and open the door. I lived in an apartment complex that had this whole key fob, right? That you enter the common areas to get to your apartment. And if you walk, I've done it. I've walked out to take the trash out and left my keys. And I'm like, oh no, what do I do? I'm just like, well, okay. I always have my knife on me, and if you haven't noticed, it's missing a tip. What you get in there and you just pop. There you go. A string. You'd be amazed what you can do with a piece of string. You can get in a lot of things.
So Steve wants to know what the most underrated EDC item is.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I use my flashlight a lot. I got a little, and I thought I had it on me, but I must have left it in the house. But anyway,
I got one of those ones.
LED flashlight. It's pretty bright, and I use that thing several times every day.
I've lost it, but I had this Ghost Lincoln gave it to me. This little bitty flashlight, and it's like a keychain flashlight, but it has a magnet. The flashlight is connected to a magnet, and it only turns on when you separate it from the magnet housing. And you can just take it and just kind of take your thumb and go boop, turn it on, or you can take it out completely and you have this little flashlight, like little bitty flashlight, bright as hell too. Yeah. Flashlight, I'd say is underrated. A knife,
Yeah.
any kind of knife, really. It's good to have an edge in life, and it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've got Spyderco. I paid 200 something bucks for, but you know, I've carried El Cheapos. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I mean,
this is like I have a lot of knives. This is just like my workhorse knife, and I like the flat blade. I don't like the serrated blades because they're too hard to sharpen.
yeah, I don't care. I don't. If I need something, like I like the serrated because they are sharp, and even if it gets dull, I can rip through just about anything. But I understand your thinking, and I do have some knives that are just straight.
Yeah, and I just
I'd
like
say the most underrated would be a fixed blade.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to use a folder because it's convenient, right? It's very convenient. It just slides in your pocket and it's gone. A fixed blade, you know, because of my interest in you know, shall I say, dealing with other things besides just EDC cutting a box. Maybe I got to cut a zombie, right? So maybe I need some extra push, extra rigidness in a knife. So having a fixed blade, even if it's small, you know what I mean? I like my TDI Tacticals full tang. It's just like a little bitty thing. I use that in pest control, and I got into equipment. I was using it as a screwdriver. You know, you know, I have to use that thing. A little knife, right? I will take you. It's like three or four different tools in it, right? Plus, you have something to protect yourself with. You know,
Steve wanted to know about a power bank. I have this one actually plugged into my phone right now. Now I don't carry this every day with me. It stays in my bag, but it's not a bad idea to have one. I mean, as far as when we say EDC, we're kind of talking about stuff that you have actually on your person. You know, I have a bag that I take with me everywhere I go, and it has items in it, but I don't carry one of these physically on my person. But yeah, I've usually got one close by. So
I'd also underrated. This is my key retention system. If you notice, that's a serious carabiner.
yes,
Right. I can use that for climbing. I can attach this to my belt, which can double as a rappelling seat or something. Then of course I've got a long piece of 550 cord, and look, another locking D-ring carabiner, bunch of keys on it, right? Yes, of course I have like a handcuff key and a bunch of other keys. Your keys are tools. I've used keys for a bunch of stuff, but you know I've got rope, I've got carabiner, you know, which can fix a lot of things. You know,
I use my backup power quite a bit. So speaking of that, so I don't have a plug out here in the back porch, and when it's nice out, I like to sit out here and do my videos and my live streaming stuff. So, like, we've been on here, oh, goodness gracious, like 2.5 hours. Well, if my computer would be dead, but I have my little solar generator that I keep charged up so that I can plug my computer into it when the power gets low. So, and with that thing, I can be on here all night long. So. And that's just that's just a small one. Hey, there's Teresa.
what's up, Teresa?
Okay,
So Teresa,
yeah,
look
go
at
ahead.
Salt Fork State Park for the bug out.
Yeah, for the cookout thing. Yeah, did we ever hear anything about that? Teresa, you were supposed to be working on our location. The last I heard, anyway.
Trent delegated authority to her to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Teresa came up with was salt forks.
Okay. That works. I'm losing my mind. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say I had a Sprite somewhere around here.
Right. Extra power. I do have an old Anchor in my backpack, just in case I don't have power. Right. What if anything I'll use my phone for would be GPS, because that's the nature of my job. And I like my GPS, not theirs. Right. So
I have a foldable solar panel it's like 4 panels. It's probably, I don't know, about yay long or so, that I keep hooked in my bag. If I need to charge something, yes, I have one of those too. It's in there.
That's part of my EDC is the Meshtastic Leo, which it works in tandem with my phone, right? So I can go on my phone. I like the map area of the application and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course I can reach out. I've seen you. I seen your node. I did see it. I've been like every now and then I'll hit you up with a message.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know it just we need more. But yeah, I'll carry this, or I'll carry the card. The card is pretty cool.
There's a guy that has the setup around here that's in my little town, and he also has a little Cessna. And when he goes up and flies around, I can see all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow! Yeah,
And
he is the highest thing. He's the repeater.
As soon as he lands his plane, I can't see anything again. So,
well, hey, next time he gets up there, throw me a message.
Yeah.
Go to the link, go to my node and hit direct message.
Yeah, he'll send a little airplane symbol out when he's going to go fly. And when he's in the air, I can see stuff in Pennsylvania and West Virginia and Michigan, and just all over the place.
You could probably see me up in Cleveland.
But when he lands,
there's a robust area up here in Northeast Ohio. There's like 600 freaking nodes out here.
Yeah, I've seen that every now. Like I said, when he's in the air.
Yeah, so we need to saturate the area. More people need more nodes.
Yeah, we do. So, did Teresa answer us? Did I miss it? Teresa, are we going to Salt Fork? Is that the plan?
All right, take care, Brian and Tiffany. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Well, I live in a farm area, basically. My family were farmers. My wife's family were farmers. We kind of always prepped to a point. Before it was called prepping, we always had extra food. There was always supplies in the house. We just talked a little bit ago about the blizzard of '78. Now, I was just a kid, but I remember that it was like no big deal. Okay, yeah, we were snowed in for a week. We ate fine. We had water. It was like no big deal, to where now it would be, for a lot of people, would just be a complete disaster. And so we always prepped to an extent. I'd say what really got me kicked into gear was when I went down to help clean up with Hurricane Katrina and saw, everything I saw down there. That's when I said, you know what? That's not going to be us. So I'd say that's what really kicked it into high gear. For me, anyway. What about you, Shad?
Same kind of background. My mom always had food put away, put away something for a rainy day. She came from a farm, a family farm where they had, always had abundance of food in storage, right? So prepping as, modern prepping, it was already a way of life, right? And so I think everything just kind of, everything hit home for me after I got out of the Marine Corps, in '98. I was like, wow, I really got to I feel naked out here. I don't have my gear. I don't have my guns. I don't have my ammo. You know, and well, so what do I have? This gear, guns, and ammo. Okay, I got to protect stuff. And then I just started. I've done canning, and you know, I think for me the Great Reset 2000 computer apocalypse is what got me.
Ah, the Y2K one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Y2K. Yeah, the Y2K got me going, and I was like, well, just in case, how about I get some extra food? How about I get some extra water? Just stand by, you know, because there's a lot of systems that run off computers. And okay, just in case, right? And that's what kind of spearheaded it for me, and it just went from there. You know, down the rabbit hole I went.
I remember the whole Y2K thing. I was working in Vegas and everything stopped for about a second at midnight. Everybody kind of went,
Yeah,
and then everything just went right back to normal. It was like, okay, we didn't have planes. The power's still on. There's no planes falling from the sky. So carry on.
yeah. I was working at a prison, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
idea was that all the doors were going to open at
Yeah.
12 o'clock midnight. That's what all the prisoners were doing. All the inmates were up at 12
Oh, I
o'clock
bet.
at midnight. We were all awake. Everybody was awake, standing by the doors. I was like, this is fucked up. This is crazy. Because
Yeah.
if those doors open, man, we're in big trouble.
Yeah, that would have been worse because you didn't know. I mean, you know, none of us knew. We were all like, what if this is real?
Yeah. Yeah, and it started my journey down. You know, I started looking at the Mayan calendar and, you know, and all that. I'm like, wow, wait a minute, that's 150,000 year cycle, really? Okay, all right, maybe there's something into it. And you know, you start thinking esoterical and philosophical, and you know, I've always been, you know, a student of history, and it just, I was like, wow, you know, and you know what? All these people prepped.
Yep.
Everybody. You had to harvest. You had to plant. You had to harvest before winter. That was life as we knew it for the whole world. And
Yeah.
everything revolved around that. In Japan, wars were scheduled around harvesting and planting time. You know, it's like we can't go to war. We're all our soldiers are in the rice fields right now, gathering rice for the harvest for winter. After that, we can go to war. Oh, okay.
Steve wants to know if we listen to any prepping podcast. Well, there'll be one here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. There's also the Four Horsemen are on Tuesday night at what time they come on? 7:45. And that rotates between Vision Preparedness, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, the Roaming Prepper, and the Livingston Man. So I don't know what channel they're on this week.
I don't either. Roll 2IC, yeah. I mean, there's so many, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm always, and that's the great thing about the algorithms, right? They're like, oh yeah, well, maybe you'll like this. Me, I'm a gearhead. I love the gear. I love all that stuff. So I get all that, but I just watch a lot of stuff, man. Just a lot of stuff. See, Teresa, you were 7 minutes behind.
Yeah.
What?
You're always the one telling everybody to be in live chat, and you're 7 minutes behind. Come on, man.
Top chat, all secure by Teresa. Yeah.
Well, Steve, welcome.
There's so many.
Glad to have you. So, yeah, I mean, I watch God's Prepared Warrior on Monday night. I watch Vision a couple of times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I watch We All Gonna Die Wednesday on Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. And what else? There's got to be more than that. Watch Mad Chad on Friday nights.
Yeah, I should be going live. I thought I was going to go live this morning, or this night, but I don't know. I figured, hey, you're on. I'll just hang out with you.
Yeah, I've been trying to do one.
It's a lot less responsibility from if I'm a guest on your panel.
I've been trying to do one every Saturday night. I missed last Saturday just because I had too many things going on, but
Yeah.
I've been trying to do one every Saturday night. Usually about 9:30, because usually Cold War Prepper's on at 8:30, and I don't want to, step on his toes or anything. So
I used to worry about that, but
yeah,
I
you're
just
on way too late usually.
yeah, I catch Chance. I'm on the replay chain on Chance in the mornings. That's about when I get it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hutch Homestead, Backwoods and Prepping. Hutch. He's a homesteader, right? And so yeah, I'm just looking through what I got going on here. Cool.
I don't have time to watch as much stuff as I would like to. I would like to watch it, but
I really don't either. Yeah.
there's not enough hours in the day.
I'm just looking through my notifications and Green Greg's Prepper Dog.
Green Greg. I haven't watched Green Greg in a long time, but I have watched him before.
Yeah. I like news, so I got S2 Underground.
I watch
all
that.
that stuff.
His is
Fly
usually
Scouts,
short 3 to 5 minute little updates.
boom. There you go.
What do you
Here's
think
your
about the new
Intel
monetization
dumping.
update?
What is it?
Well, the new monetization update kind of sucks, but I guess we're all grandfathered in for, they didn't say for how long. I'm sure it's not going to be forever, but yeah, it does take work. I mean, it's a grind.
I don't care. At this point, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
If you
really.
want to send me money, go to my Cash App. I mean, there you go.
Yeah,
I don't really
I don't really care about it either, but there's going to be a lot of people upset about that.
Yep, Chuck, Risky Christie, Dirty Civilian. I get a lot of Dirty Civilian. They just did a interesting video about, because medical stuff, right? So medical, they just did something about what if you get shot in the neck? What about the armpit? What about the nether regions, right? How do you deal with that? So I get a lot of some medical stuff. There's another guy, I forget his name, but
I watch Bear Independent when he does his updates.
Skinny Medic, Bear Independent, yeah. From time to time, I check out Bear. Yeah, there's so many. There's so many.
There is.
Yeah, so I mean, you can check that out on my community page.
I don't think I've seen Dirty Civilian. That's a new one to me, anyway.
If you haven't, definitely check out it. Dirty Civilian is worth it. Yes, they cover everything from a lot of prepping stuff. Mostly it's like stuff like this, right? Where you're operating and doing things. But he did one on gardening. He has a way of gardening that is no nonsense. And I think you're frozen. Uh-oh.
Oh no, I was actually subscribing to Dirty Civilian. That's what I was doing.
Yes. And he just did that one thing about medical. And they have medical. Actually, that guy that they have on there, the medical expert, he's with the Bear Project. So yeah, once again, Bear, right? So
yeah, Bear's got a lot of things going on.
Mike Glover, that's another, for us gearheads, for us grunts, right? That want to be my plan is to be a warrior in a garden. I want to wear my helmet and my plate carrier and a rake, and that's what I'm doing all day long, is just raking. I got my AR-15 just in case I see a gopher or a rabbit going for my carrots. Yeah, those are my carrots. And so that's the cool thing about having a garden. You also going to get some meat if you are vigilant.
Yes.
My TQ says, "Do not resuscitate." Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, right. Chance watches the Dirty Civilian. Yeah,
I've
so,
never. I have to check that one out. That's a new one to me.
yes, definitely check them out. Good content, good stuff, and yeah, they got some good. They got good sponsors. You know, they got nods and ammo and other stuff that are pretty cool. So
Jeez, now I got more
yeah,
stuff.
that's where I want to get my nods from is Steel Industries.
Yeah. See, I pretty much only watch or listen to YouTube when I'm at work. When I'm on the weekends, I'm not on here very much. As far as just watching other stuff, I don't have time. I got when I'm at home, I'm doing at home stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, right. Chance they do an intro movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so the one about getting shot in the other areas that you think about it, you get shot in the arm, you get shot in the leg, boom, tourniquet, and pack the wound, you're good to go, right? So they do a movie, a short little movie skit, and this one was everybody's doing like CQB, and they're like Johnson, I need you to come over here and talk to Dick, and it's what I'm saying. Hey Willie, get over here. And so they're because the whole thing is about getting shot down there, right? And they're just pulling off of it.
yeah, Steve, I do think, especially the food, because between the lack of fertilizer, the fertilizer costs, and then just what the weather did to the crops this year, yeah, the food spike's going to happen probably sometime in September.
And think about gas prices going up, and all that has to be transported by truck and train.
And we've got to be running low on diesel. They don't mention it in the mainstream news, but just doing the math, we've got to be running low on diesel. We've got to be.
So we are in the strategic oil reserves. We are the lowest we've ever been in like 40 years. And what's going on is that the way they're keeping the prices down is that they're selling the strategic oil reserve to other countries to keep our prices down.
Yeah.
And where I think we're down to like 23 million or something. I forget.
Yeah, and they can't do that forever. Yeah, we talk about a little bit of everything, generators, and I just showed everybody my little tiny little portable. I think it's 300 watts. I don't know. I've had that thing for a long time. I don't even know where I got it, to tell you the truth. It works good. So
yeah, I got an EcoFlow. It's not an EcoFlow Delta, but I got an EcoFlow. I keep it charged. It comes with me if I bug out or camp or whatever.
Yeah, I take this along with me when I go camping or whatever. Especially if I'm going to go out and demonstrate something out in the woods, and I take it with me so I can keep all my stuff charged so I can film.
Right.
So yeah,
and when you think about it, it's perfect for communications, flashlights. You've got we talked about battery packs, charging those things up, and it's solar power rechargeable. Yep. So all I got to do is throw out a solar panel during the day, and I've got all the power I need for the night. For my night, I've run lights at my campsite. I've seen people that ran lights, ran fans, running radios, listening to the radio, charging up their phones, right? All kinds of stuff. Yo, let me on.
Have any advice for sharing in an apartment? Well, there's a lot of things. Who? Somebody has a channel that preps in an apartment. Who is it? Why is it not coming to me?
There used to be somebody called Apartment Prepper.
Oh, did there? Okay. But yeah, I mean,
I do. I do. I'm in an apartment and I prep. But I also have a storage unit too, so that's kind of what I do. I keep some stuff in my apartment, some stuff at the storage unit. I've got stuff scattered across the state. I've got caches here and there. So, you know,
Yeah.
stackable totes. I
Yep.
destroy totes, man. But yeah, some of the Walmart and Lowe's. I'm always every time I go to Walmart, Lowe's, or Home Depot, that's like the first thing I look for is totes. Like, I like that one. That looks like it'll hold up. You know, oh, that one got wheels and a handle.
Yeah. I found some with some lockable lids. I was like, ooh, I like them.
Yep.
So, yeah, but Steve, yeah, if you're in an apartment, you just gotta downsize. I mean, hey, Pilgrim, what's up?
What's up,
you
Pilgrim?
Keep everything.
Shelves.
Yeah,
I've
you're
seen
gonna-
the shelf game.
Yeah, you're gonna
You
have
know?
limited space. So,
Start stuffing things under your bed, right? I have my TV on a table, and underneath the table, I've got all my jars that I canned. Plus, like I got like a 10-pound bag of rice over there underneath the table, stuffed in there. Right? It's just, you know,
the little,
your closets.
yeah, the little low, like tote Rubbermaid deal things you can put cans in, put them under your couch. I mean, yeah, you got to get a little creative.
Yep. Put them up like there's always a space above the your entertainment center. Your shelves. There's always that like unfinished area. You stuff stuff up in there. The closet game. You look at a prepper's closet game, right? The way we organize our closets. Think about that for a minute. That's where you put your clothes. That's where you put your shoes. That's also where you put most of the time that's where we put our guns and ammo. And all the other extra stuff. It's like a catch-all, right? And you just throw everything in there. I got cold weather gear. I got food. I got canned goods. I got, paper stuff. It's where I keep my toilet paper. I got some canning jars, propped up in the corner that's, that the toilet paper is sitting on, The question, what gun safe do you recommend for an apartment? The wall behind your mirror. There you go.
I don't have a gun safe because it's just me and the wife. So, and when we're not home, usually some of them go with us anyway. So,
yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah.
the rest of them are kind of hidden, but hidden to people who don't know where they're at. Not really to us, but
I mean, tell you the truth, the gun safe. But you think about it, like, if you want to hide something, right? Or do you want to secure something? Or can you secure something and hide it at the same time?
right.
If you have an apartment, or if normally people don't look behind the mirror,
True.
and that's an open space. If you can get that open, if you can get that mirror off the wall, you can literally cut into the bay through the sheetrock. You could build a little shelf in there. You could put you a little safe in there if you want. Store your valuables that way. I've seen that. I remember, remember these. I used to do demos for remodeling and construction, and we would get into some of these old houses, and you start tearing up the floorboards, and you start finding tin boxes everywhere with valuables, pearls, and diamonds, and all this stuff. You're like, wow. And it makes you wonder, like, wow, oh my God. If you live like your cabinetry, there's always a gap underneath your cabinets, big old gap, an air gap that you could possibly just open up the floor area of that cabinet and just stuff things up in there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, Chuck. That's basically it. A dictionary safe, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right. There's so many cool cool things. You can get the peanut butter jar, right? That you screw open and it's a little safe. You throw your valuables in there. think about small stuff, but think about big stuff, right? You know, even in an apartment, there's always some kind of attic access, right? You can get up in there and move some stuff around, move that insulation, build a little walkway, store things up there. Nobody ever know it's up there unless they got to go up there and fix something.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody breaks into your house, they're not going to spend hours and hours and hours in there going through stuff because they're going to want to get in and out before they get caught. So,
Sure.
if you're creative with hiding stuff, they're not going to find it. So,
I mean, they do know areas that, like, usually it's the closet. Usually it's the closet, the bed that everything is hidden in. All the valuables are in. If you think about it, your bedroom is far away from the entryway of your house, so it's in the most secured area of the house, so to speak.
Yeah.
Centralized area. And while you're there, it's easily defendable. It's easily, monitored. When you're not there, it's well, they got their free reign, but it still takes time for them to go through. You can set up little tricks, little party favors for them, right? Lock your doors, lock all your interior doors. Now they got to break down doors and spend time to get into stuff.
Yeah.
And then when they get into, your living room, your bedroom, you've got lockable, you got stuff hidden, and maybe it's locked in a freaking little safe. Maybe you've got a drawer that locks. It's like, man, I got to break through the house, break through the doors, break through the locks, break through, and if you've got, surveillance, man, even more of a hassle. We really don't think that because you think about, and I'm going to get into this, the social contract of what's acceptable, right? You look at your house. It's relatively easy to break into. It's relatively easy for someone to get in. You have windows; they break easy. Doors, locks, they break really easy. Hell, you could cut through somebody's wall the way that construction is nowadays. So, but it's that social contract that keeps people. Even though we got to lock our doors, back in the day, right? You remember that time, OVP? I mean, we're all Gen X. We didn't lock our doors. We didn't lock our doors to our cars. We didn't lock our. We actually, I remember leaving the house, and all the doors and windows to the house were open.
Yep.
Because it was hot.
yeah. Yeah, and if you went to somebody's house and you knocked a couple times and nobody answered, you just opened the door, stuck your head in the door, and yelled, "Hey, anybody home?"
Hello. Like, oh, hey, come on in. I'm doing laundry.
Yeah, and if they weren't home, like back in our day, everybody kept a little notepad by the door, so you just left them a note, "Hey, I stopped by to whatever."
Yeah.
So,
Hey, call me.
yeah, right.
Stop by. I'll call you. Call me.
So Steve wants to know, besides food and water, what should be his next prep to work on a limited budget? I would say medical. You can get some medical courses. You can get some cheap ones. You can get cheap medical equipment at like the Dollar Tree and that. You can get gauze. And I mean, I know it's not the best stuff, but if you're talking about limited budget, it's better than not having anything, So I would say medical would be probably your best.
That's a good point.
Your next move.
I like that. Of course, I'm going to say guns and ammo. And
Well, I was thinking limited budget, but I don't know what limited
but
budget.
that's the thing is you can go to pawn shops, get cheap guns.
Yeah.
They're not going to be super name brand, right? They're going to be old guns. Old guns still work. I still have guns that are like 40, 50 years old. Now I've got a gun that's like 100 or something years old, and it still works. It's a 20 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that sets you up for, of course, you're going to protect your preps, and hunting, right? So now you have a grocery getter. A 22. You get your rifle, your shotgun, and your pistol, right? Your pistol is mostly going to be your self protection or protection of others. A rifle, small caliber, is like your varmint hunting, you know, tool, and then anything over 9 mil or 5.56 is your protection tool, right?
Right.
And say you're a deer hunter and you've got a 308 or you've got a 272 or something like that. Now you're putting real actual meat on the table. During those times, that's invaluable.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be a problem for Steve being down in West Virginia. They're not,
Oh my God, West Virginia.
Yeah, it's not like being in New York where you got to jump through 9 million hoops if you're even allowed to buy a firearm. So West Virginia.
I mean, you just make one. That's the beauty of it. You just make one, or you can buy one from your neighbors. Hey, I know you, and it's not on the books. It's nobody cares, right? As long as if you got it, you got it.
Yeah. Maggie, I don't know if I'll ever do a members only live stream. I don't want to put any of the information behind a paywall. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to exclude people because they didn't get a membership. I don't want to do that. So.
Yeah, I think I only had, in my heyday, I had 2 members. That was Vanessa and Vision Preparedness.
There you go.
Can you imagine me doing a live stream just for those 2?
Yeah, if I get enough members, maybe I'll do a giveaway for the members or something like that. But I don't want to how do I want to put this? Yeah, I don't want to keep information from anyone just because they didn't buy a membership. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Right, KP, and so KP knows about pawn shops. There's new guns in there. You can get cheap. I remember I bought my first gun from a pawn shop. It was a Beretta 9mm for $238. I had 2 extra magazines and a box of shells with it. So that's the cool thing too about pawn shops is you can negotiate the price. You go to a gun store. Some gun stores have a used gun section, and sometimes those are negotiable. But guns nowadays relatively cheap. I mean, you can get just about anything you want. Name brand or not, it may not be name brand, may not be the best, but it's all about proficiency. Remember, there was back in the day when all guns were bolt action, and everybody knew how to run that action, And so there was a time back in the Wild Wild West where everything was single action. You had to pull the handle back every time to fire. Pull the hammer back. So yeah, whatever. High tech. People poo-poo the high tech. The High Point. One of the cheapest, most prolific guns in the world in the United States. You can get a 9mm pistol for like $50 used. I mean, but there you go. You got a gun. It works. It don't drop it. It might break on you. It might fail. But you got something, right? And you can always upgrade. So that's what I did. Is I started out bare bones, bare minimum, at the very bottom of the fucking list, and just continuously working my way up and improving.
Yeah.
And improving all your gear, like everything, my guns, my backpacks, my everything. Your vehicles. Improving your position. Your food storage. Now I'm looking at like these totes with these inserts that I can store my canned goods in. And I can just, transport them around. So there's just so much stuff.
What is a blunderbuss? What a blunderbuss is?
A blunderbuss. Oh my God, that was the iconic black powder rifle of like 1800s, and it had this cone. It had this cone barrel front of it, and basically you just load anything into it. Just nails, dirt, rocks,
Okay. You know how many rounds I put through a single action pistol, the old 6-shooters. Me and my grandfather would go out on the weekends at dawn to the old strip mine and shoot up bottles all day long till it got dark.
Wow.
I mean, actually, I'm more comfortable with one of those than anything else. So, just because of the ridiculous amount of time I spent with those,
That's good times, man. That's good times.
Oh, I had a ball. I was just a kid, I was like 12, 10, 9, or 10, 11, 12. Nowadays, that would probably be like child endangering or something stupid like that. But
Wow. Maggie, I don't even know what a comp TIA A plus is. Yardbirds, yeah, right. I mean, it's at close range. You don't really need to be that accurate. And it's also like if you're hunting, right? If you're hunting and you have your shotgun or your rifle, right? It's good to have a sidearm on you as well, because you might get some small game, or you might have to dispatch that large animal that you shot and didn't actually finish the job. So you got a coup de grace, right? And of course, protection, self-protection.
like I said, he's got a single action 22. It takes a week to reload, but it's really fun to shoot. Yeah, I agree. They do take forever to reload, but they are fun. So, I mean,
Yeah, I thought about that too. I mean, I've been slowly but surely like trying to get with the times and get all the latest new gear, the new strategies and pew strategies. But you know what? I grew up with 30-30 remember action. I grew up with 10-22s, with the magazine, the tube magazine. That's how, and I thought about it. I was like, and the revolvers, maybe I should go back to my roots and, just have that 22 on hand just in case.
yeah.
I see rabbits.
The nice thing about them, even the single action, the bolt action, and but you got a lot less failures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're a lot more.
It's mechanically sound.
If you drop them in the mud, they're still going to fire. So of course the downside is, you're not going to be able to just pop a magazine out, pop a new one in.
Some of them you can.
Yeah, it's got its downsides too, but they're a lot more reliable. So
Yeah. I mean, I broke down single shot 12 gauge. That could be that could be life or death. That could mean that your family eats
yeah,
that night.
Yeah. And the lower the tech, basically, the lot less things can go wrong with it. So I'm not saying, I actually thought about getting myself an old single action 6-shooter, like the one I used to have, just because I'm very comfortable with it. I always enjoyed shooting them, and like I said, in worst case scenario is they're going to be reliable at least. So if y'all got Chance's book, if you haven't got Chance's book, go out and get Chance's book. All of them, preferably, but there's actually another Ohio channel that I ran across a few weeks ago that I watched a little bit of, and seems okay. He seems like he's all right. It's called Bushcraft Family. He's actually kind of southern Ohio, down the road a little ways. But I've been watching his live streams and that he seems okay.
Who's that?
I found another Ohio channel that I've been watching lately. It's Bushcraft Family. He's actually down. Yeah, he's down in Coshocton. So,
Okay.
it seems all right. How often do you guys go live? Okay, I usually go live Saturday nights and Sunday evenings, either on my channel or Half-Ass Ready's channel. We do the 0 hour. Mad Chad is always live on Friday nights, usually around 8 o'clock ish, 7:30, 8 o'clock ish, and they'll be on all night. Not all night, but quite a while. And yeah, but there's always some kind of. I'm always in somebody's live stream in the chat usually.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a live stream, so I'm here with OVP, so I don't have the responsibility. I like to do during the day. Creek still flows, and I'm trying to be more prolific with a everyday, if not every other day, kind of video. The Zoot report, where I drive and talk, basically.
Oh, okay. Troy knows that guy too, Bushcraft fan. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. I've watched a few of his live streams lately since I come across him. He seems like a pretty good guy. So that's some good content. All right, yeah. So and I just started watching because I seen he was in kind of my neck of the woods a little bit, you know. So I was like, oh, well, hey, okay, you know, I'll check it out. So. And then yeah, I do a news report. Well, Skelly does a news report every Sunday morning, and then I try to get a video out every Tuesday.
Oh, look, I'm stuck to him. Hang on, okay.
Yeah, this part of the prepping community is pretty close. And I mean, a lot of us have met each other in person, and you know, broke bread and had coffee, and so yeah, it's kind of a tight knit group. Yeah, I would definitely say that. So, you know, I've met Chad this way, Vision Preparedness, and Wolfbang, and Devil Dog, and others. Granny's Country Corner, she does content, and CUCB Farmer started doing content. I've actually met him, and Teresa Buchanan, who you see in the chat, the snitch. So yeah, we do some we have some events every now and then, and oh, Steve, you're welcome. We all met at Vision Preparedness Bug Out Weekend, which hopefully he does. He didn't have one this year, so but hopefully he has one next year, and we'll all get together and hang out again. It's a great event, Steve. I know you're in West Virginia. That's not that awful far away. If you get a chance, definitely try to go to it. It's usually in the Dayton area.
Yeah, I like the Salt Forks idea.
Yeah, well, I do too because it's closer. Yeah, that's closer than going to Dayton, but Dayton ain't a bad drive. I mean, so road trip definitely. Yeah, we had last time Vision did his bug out weekend. We had people from, let's see, well, Joel's came from Canada, so we had people from Canada. I think Mad Chad's froze. We had people from all over. So New York, Canada, Indiana, all over the place. Of course, there was a lot of Ohio people there, but and learned a lot of stuff and had some great fellowship. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's raining. Yeah, I think I lost Mad Chad. I think he's froze. Rabbit, have a good night.
I'm sorry. Yeah, am I back? Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, you're back. You're good.
Yeah, I can hear you, but if I text somebody or whatever and get off this window, it pauses. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You know Brian from Mind Force. No, actually, I don't know Brian. Mind Force Survival podcast. Nope, that's a new one. There's a lot of prepping. I mean, there is a ton of prepping channels, but I do not know all of them.
Yeah, I just don't have a lot of time, man. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
nor do I really want to invest that time.
I watch and listen when I'm at work about 3 days a week, and most of it is stuff I've just put in my watch later thing, because I didn't have time to watch it when it was first come out. But I'm like, okay, I'll get to it. And then the normal live streams I watch, like Vision and Hudson Valley and the Four Horsemen, things like that.
Yeah, Maggie, check out Chance Paladin. Absolutely, definitely, highly recommended. He's actually been on one of my panels. We had a great discussion about AI. And,
Yeah.
it's the first time I learned some stuff I didn't know about tokens. He taught me about tokens, the AI. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely the man to talk to.
Yeah, and he's been on our 0 Hour podcast. I don't know, 3 or 4 times probably. So,
Wow. Yep.
And he was on Cold War Preppers panel earlier tonight.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Can y'all hear the rain?
That's rain.
Yeah.
I hear drunk people yelling. That's what I hear.
Oh, no, I don't hear it.
Crickets. We got a lot of crickets going on.
Just rain.
Yep, you guys are talking. Yeah, chat is over there talking tech stuff. Yeah, Steve. I mean, yeah, work smart, not hard. But you know what? I appreciate hard work. I do. I appreciate hard work. Sometimes hard work is called for. Sometimes you got to dig a trench with a shovel.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to cut down that tree with an axe. Sometimes you got to move heavy rocks by yourself. I mean, that's why I like Hutch. He's always just like digging out a rock out of his yard. It's like, good Lord. Yeah. He's got the shovel and the pickaxe.
Every now and then. Lately, work's been so busy that I haven't been in the chat so much. I haven't really been chatting because I've been so busy at work that I know if I say anything in the chat that I'm going to have to say hi to like 30 people. So,
you know what? I've adopted the I say it once.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
I try to put in there, hey, I'm at work. This is a blanket hello to everybody.
Yep. I mean, I just, for the first 10 minutes of any live stream, that's all it is everybody saying hi to everybody, making sure that they don't miss anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about us. I think that means that we want to be personal, right? We want to engage and acknowledge somebody's existence. Hi, hello. Hi, Steve. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Chance. Hi, KP Heathen. Hi, oh my God. Hi, OVP. Hi, Reba. Hi, Tree. Where does it end? How about hi, gang? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Now, sometimes I have time to say hi to everybody, but like I said, lately work's been busy and I just haven't had time. So,
making sure nobody's missing. Yep, right, Chance. Taking accountability. Oh, what? Welcome to the Mad Chat Show. What's up, y'all? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you think that OVP is awesome. Put a 1 in the chat. There you go. Yeah. Bye, OVP. See? All right, put a 2 in the chat if you think Reba is awesome. Reba is the dog. She is absolutely awesome. I met her. Just a absolute deer of a dog. Really. It really is. Yep. Right. Yeah, you pushed the button.
I did. I went to wipe a little drip of water that splashed on there off, and I knocked myself off.
Oh, is that right, Chance? Really? You just that needy, huh, Chance?
Yeah. Hey, it was Mark's week. Actually, go yell at Mark. It was Mark's week. So,
Okay, half-ass. Half-ass. Ready? I'm super needy. Of course.
what did you ask him a question? Everybody's putting ones and twos.
Yeah. Yeah, I did actually.
I missed it.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's why I did it.
I pushed.
That's right. That's right, Maggie. So I asked everybody, put a 1 in chat if they think OVP is awesome. Put a 2 in chat if they think Reba is awesome.
Oh well, everybody thinks Reba's awesome. So
Yeah, you got some 1s, you got some 2s, and you got some 1-ish.
1-ish. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, I just swiped something and I went, oh, where'd I go? What happened? I'm surprised they made my way back because I'm a little technologically handicapped. So
Right, Yardbirds. But hey, guess what? You just put a 1 in chat. Oh! All right, take care of yourself, Steve.
yep. Thanks for stopping by, Steve. I should probably get off here too. We've been on here over 3 hours. I'm doing one of your live streams.
Hey, that's what happens around me, man. If you haven't ever called me for anything, I'm that guy. I will stay on the phone with you for 5 hours.
Yeah, I did, or you called me or whatever. No, I called you for that when we were setting up that Meshtastic thing.
Okay, yeah. Yep. I will keep you engaged in conversation.
Yeah, you're like, are you still there? I'm like, yeah, I'm pushing buttons.
Yep.
Which I shouldn't do. Don't push the button.
Push the button. Don't push the button. Right on, Maggie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I reserve the fact that I will not get another dog until I get property
Yeah.
of my own.
So I never wanted a dog. Like we always had our kitties, and cats are easier to take care of. You don't have to walk them. You don't have to. You can leave them alone. If you go away for a couple of days, you just make sure the food and water is good and the litter box is clean, and they're fine. They might be a little angry at you when you come home, but they're fine. So I never wanted a dog. And Mrs. OVP said one day, she said, I think I want a dog. Well, she hardly ever asks for anything. So when she does, I tend to go get it, So the Amish guy I was hauling, and I loved his little dog. He said, well, my dog's pregnant, and I was going to breed her with a pure breed, and the neighbor dog got her, and I don't really care about the puppies. And I said, well, I'll take a puppy, because I knew Mrs. OVP wanted one. So he was like, yeah, that's fine. We'll just trade a trip or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. So we brought Chewy home. And then about a month later, he calls me and he says, hey, he goes, I know you really like my dog. He goes, and I got a couple of German Shepherd puppies that I'm going to breed. He said, and they're kind of too rough with her. And he goes, I'm not going to breed her because the neighbor dog got her. And I don't know, it was some kind of, she was spoiled or whatever. I don't know. And he said, if you want her, you can have her. And I said, I'll take her. And that's how I ended up with little Reba.
Nice.
So big old Chewy is actually little Reba's puppy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she likes them big.
Reba is mama. Wow.
She does. She loves big dogs too, I swear. There's a guy down the street that has a Great Pyrenees, a big white cotton ball looking thing. She loves that dog. She goes crazy every time she sees him. She's like, hey, big boy, how you doing? I'm like, Reba, I swear.
I visit Trent from time to time.
Yeah.
And, I get to hang out with Cole and now Titus.
Yeah. Well, those aren't dogs.
Cole's my buddy.
That's like a
Cole's my
horse.
buddy.
They were like horses in park.
Yeah, yeah. And me and Cole have actually fought, fisticuffs,
come on.
You know, I like he's bit me a few times. I've hit him. You know, like wrestled with him, or chewed on his ear. I think that's why he chews on Titus's ear, because I chewed on his ear when we were fighting. But yeah, I mean, just you know, those two big dogs. Oh my God, just melts my heart when I see them. You know, I want to run through the woods with them as a pack. Just let's
they
go.
want to go with you too. Yeah.
Yeah, let's chase everything. Let's chase down a deer together. You know.
So the only other dog I ever had when I was a kid, we had a German Shepherd. So Maggie's talking about bigger breeds, but not quite as big as Trent's two horses. And we took the German Shepherd to obedience school, and that was the best dog ever. I mean, if you took her for a walk, she was nailed right beside you. She didn't like pull you on a leash or anything. And we had a big fenced-in yard, and if you walked into that fence without one of us telling the dog it was okay, that was probably going to be the end of it. Now, if we told her, hey, no, it's fine, then she was just licking you and wanting petted and everything else. But if you just walk in there uninvited, you were in big trouble. So German Shepherds make really good companion dogs and good guard dogs.
Oh yeah, they are definitely man killers.
Yeah,
I mean they're smart. That's the thing.
Yeah, when you're on one of my live streams and you hear dogs barking, the neighbor lady here, they have two big German Shepherds, and now they like me because I grow up with them. You know, they know me, so like. But some stranger, I wouldn't go wandering into their backyard because them two dogs would probably eat them. But me, I go over there and play with them and stuff, and they know who I am, so they don't care. Like I could break into their house, and those two dogs would be like, "Oh, hey, it's our buddy," you know. But
wait, why are you in there?
Yeah, they'd just be looking to see if I brought a tennis ball with me. So. I think we're about to get a storm.
Wow.
I should probably turn this off and go in the house.
I want a storm now.
I know it was supposed to be
coming north. Is it coming? Is it going to come north? No, I know most storms in Ohio go from like west to east, or northwest to southeast is how they travel.
I looked, this one was coming kind of straight across. I thought it was supposed to. Well, it is 1 o'clock almost. I guess it's not too early. It's a little early from what the last time I looked, but so I
did kind of feel the need to go wander in the darkness.
Oh well, there you go. It was definitely dark.
Yeah, I like to on the weekends. I'm gonna confess, I like to go outside in the dark and work out. I do. I like to swing my sticks around.
Me and Reba usually go for our like 2 a.m. walk. But she's not going to go in the rain. She'll walk out on the front porch and be like, nope. She'll look at me like, I ain't going out there. So I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Go check out all the channels we talked about. And don't miss the 0 hour tomorrow night. Go hang out on Mad Chad's live stream on Friday. And we will see you all later. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, OBP. Thank you,
you're welcome.
Skull, everyone.
Skull.